All right, all right. Boxing niggas, get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here. Here, let's see. All right, let's just turn the screen up. Make sure we got this volume up. About to do a little mic check, and then we're gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see. Where we at? Where we at? Damn, why this shit not showing up? Uh-oh. All right, here we go. Let's see right now. Where we at? Where we at? All right, we good. All right, let me send out a notification to get a boxing niggas up in here real quick. Let me see. All right, so yeah, we good. All right. Uh, big boxing week. Boxing niggas is excited. Now, my opinion, we definitely gonna cook some niggas as well. We gonna cook some we gonna cook some niggas from Henderson and Philadelphia. Uh, let me get right to this. Let me pull up this schedule real quick. Make that shit a little bit bigger. All right, so here we go. We got. Well, actually, I forgot you got some stuff cracking. Actually, like tomorrow, let's say like in the daytime. I know Harlem Eubank he fighting. He fights at welterweight. Maybe he should catch a fade with Connor since Connor did smash his brother. Matter of fact, it's a few niggas I feel like need to catch a fade with Connor, but we'll get into that later. Um, there's really nobody else notable on that card. I just know he fight. Um, let's see what other fights. I know. Okay, I know. I remember on Pro Box. Remember Roman Villa, the one that Jaron boots in his cherry picked. Yeah, he fights on Pro Box against a guy named Francisco Veron. And then if y'all remember this dude, now I'm about to butcher his name as well. Sinbatir Erdenabat. This dude, I forgot which Asian country he's from, but that's the dude that was sparring against Ryan Garcia. And Trey, I think Trey got him as like a 4, if not a 4.5 on his pedigree scale. But yeah, that dude, he fights at 130. He fights against Abraham Montoya. Um, if y'all remember a dude from some years ago, Money Powell Fourth, Money Powell the Fourth, who used to his dad actually used to come around. His username was MP4 Vids. His dad used to come around some years ago and hang around the community. So yeah, his son, Money Powell the Fourth, he fights on the Pro Box card as well. So he'll be on there. Um, damn, yeah, I see. Claudio Morero versus Jason Velez. I'm familiar with both of them. They fight on that card. I see. So that's solid. That's solid. Um, oh yeah, Money Power the Fourth. His son. Money Power the Fourth. He fights. It's gonna be at 175, but he fights against a fighter named Dante Benjamin. Not familiar with him as well. Some of y'all might remember the fighter Raul. I mean, well, I say Raul. I'm looking at another name. My bad. Y'all might remember Zara Abdulev. He's he's fought in some tough, very close fights at 140 and just came up on the wrong side of him. Against people like I can't think of bull name. Damn, the one who just signed to Golden Boy, a black fighter. He fights out of both stances sometimes. Why I can't think of his name? I don't know why I can't think of his name, but he signed with Golden Boy. He's the one who why I can't think of his name, man. That's a damn shame. Right. I know it started with a I don't know why I'm just having a brain freeze, but anyways, he also lost to a close one to Mario Barrios, and people argue that he won that fight as well. But yeah, anyways, he's a good fighter, and he's still one of the fighters that's like trying to still make his way to a title shot. So now he kind of at a path when it's kind of like do or die. He fights against a fighter named Hugo Rodon, so that's happening. That's actually on Saturday, but that's gonna be on this YouTube channel called RCC. So you got that. Let me see. You trying to just like get some notable names y'all might know of. Michael Fox. He got a fight. These are not even televised, but Michael Fox, he got a fight. Um, Shit, actually, somewhere in my neck of the woods, there's a card that's gonna be airing on UFC Fight Pass. There's a bantamweight title fights. Now these like, what I'm saying, these are the women. So Mizuki Hirota versus Gloria Gallardo. They fight. Um, um, it's like a whole stack card. Most of these names I don't recognize. Not gonna lie to you. And then you get to pretty much the one that most of us is pretty much focused on. There's that one, but then let me see who's on this. Y'all remember Yildirim, the one who got smashed by Saul A? Yeah, he fights this weekend on the zone and some card in Albania for anybody that care. Not even saying the opponent name because y'all ain't gonna recognize them. Anyway, his brother fights for the WBC at bantamweight. So yeah, he fights 118. I mean, why I say 118? Let me see. He fights. Oh shit! I see. Rais Alim. He fights in the Okay. So he fights in a featherweight eliminator 126. Glad to see Rais Alim get some action again. Y'all remember Carlos Quadras? He was one of them super flies that had that division cracking for like 10 years or so. He fights. But now he's fighting at bantamweight also. So I mean junior bantamweight. Let me make sure I explain that. So he fights at the junior bantamweight. Let's see who else. Jose Calderon. I recognize him. He fights. All right, so now I'm gonna just start from the bottom because it's the main card that everybody gonna be tuned in for the most part. Just trying to see outside of the notable fights. Not really any other fights that we not familiar with, but at the end of the day, that card is stacked enough. So we good enough on that card. We good right there, you feel me? So all right, hold on, let me make sure. Let me do a sound check just to make sure shit's straight. Let me do another sound check, you know what I'm saying? All right, ones. Matter of fact, here I'll just let some background noise come through. We all good. Damn, don't buffer on me. Don't buffer on me. Check this to make sure shit's straight. Let me do it. All right, yeah, we hella good. Damn, hey, Boy, I bring subscribers to the channel, nigga. That's all my hard work. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, shit, I'd kill some time, anyways. Uh, all right. In basketball, y'all see my player Victor Wembanyama. That nigga dominating stuff. He didn't already took out a Hall of Famer and Draymond Green. Y'all seen what he did to Draymond? Like he pretty much like he probably ruined Draymond's career with that posterize that he did to him. And then he got in his face and asked him, "Do you want to catch a fade?" That probably ended Draymond's career. Um, so yeah, that's Victor Wembanyama. That's the type of stuff he doing. So as far as the young Bulls, peace to the Detroit Pistons and Stephen Castle and Victor Wembanyama. Them niggas is killing it, bro. Like them is the young Bulls that's doing their thing. Uh And Victor Wembanyama, that's my player. I got him. He the best in the NBA right now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's some other good talents out there, but he better than all them niggas. Um, all right, then I'm gonna swing over. So let me pull this card up. All right, let's see. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. So okay, Vito Milnecki Jr. This dude, he was just signed. He was just with Top Rank. Well, I think he's still with Top Rank. It's just well, that's a good question. I don't know if he's still with Top Rank. I know he was with Top Rank, but yeah, he was just working under Top Rank. That just took this opportunity to fight for fight on this card. So definitely a good opportunity for him. So yeah, he just landed like in a real good position. Hopefully he gonna make the most of it. Victor Milnecki Jr. He's I believe he's from New York. I could be mistaken, but he's like an Italian guy. But yeah, that's Victor Milnecki Jr. Um, and then after that, it's all the fights that niggas is pretty much looking forward to. But me, I want to get on. For us, I want to, we can shift and get back on that other stuff later. But I want to get on what I've been seeing a lot lately, which is Bernie the Boxer. He been out here destroying niggas. He been out here pressing niggas. It seemed like nobody want to catch a fade with Bernie the Boxer. you know, if y'all see how Bernie the Boxer been tripping, like this nigga been tripping on everything. He been up in pistols on niggas directly, like running up in a gym, up in pistols on niggas, and don't nobody got nothing to say about him. Like it's a nigga out there named Greg Hackett. Um, and he pride himself on, he hopping in the ring and staying in the gym and catching fades with niggas, but he will not say anything about Bernie the Boxer. All right, Moody Tread, what's up with it, my boy? We up in here just cooking some niggas real quick, you know what I'm saying? I'm over here talking about Bernie the Boxer because he been tripping on niggas lately. He been like that nigga, he been getting at all them Philly niggas. He got smoked for all them Philly niggas and won't none of them niggas say nothing. It's like they scared to say his name. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he taking direct shots at them niggas fighters. And out of all them niggas that they be having around them in they camps and stuff, talking about Jaron and Devin, don't none of them niggas want to say nothing. Like the nigga who the so-called security guard who, put his hand on Brian Norman and grab him by the shirt. What's up with him? Like he don't got no type of smoke for Bernie the Boxer. Greg Hackett, Boxing TV. He don't got no type of smoke for Bernie the Boxer. Bernie, he going around, he's saying Bozy name directly. He telling the truth. He exposing what happened behind the scenes. He exposing how Bozy wanted to be friends with them and stuff. And Bernie, he the one who exposing all the business. And Bozy, he love coming out and talking about, rebuttal and stuff, but he ain't saying nothing about what Bernie's saying. So I just feel like niggas is scared of Bernie because they know Bernie be about. like Bernie, that's a nigga like you gonna have to see. Like he could be at any big events. He could be international with Terrence. He could be at any events, and I think niggas just don't. I think niggas is smart. They realize like, hey, Bernie, that's a nigga we might not want to say nothing about because we'll have to see him at a high profile event, and that nigga mess around and embarrass us when them cameras is on. You feel me? So I feel like that's why niggas don't want to say nothing. And Bernie, you can't say nothing about him, his partners, and that's another reason why I think niggas been quiet even about Terrence. Like them niggas know Bernie out here, and that nigga catching fades for real. So Bernie, he got this boxing stuff on lock, and he exposed Devin Haney because yeah, that nigga, crazy. That nigga been tripping. That nigga tripping on everything. Bernie, he exposed Devin Haney and then because no, my bad. Richardson Hitchens. He exposed them niggas because they was talking about, oh, we know we could beat Brian Norman based on sparring, but like Bernie said, them niggas sparred after Brian Norman Jr. had sparred against Terrence, and they only went 2 rounds. You know what I'm saying? And he said it ain't like it was like you know what I'm saying, like that nigga Richardson like really did anything. They barely had time to even, you know what I'm saying, like get into any type of flow. So it really wasn't nothing. And he said he could tell since then Brian they got way better as opposed to Richardson. So yeah, he exposed that shit too. Shut all that shit down. So Bernie been tripping on niggas, man. So that he was basically taking shots at Devin Haney because these niggas they trying to run with all this BS, and Bernie he telling the truth, so he taking shots at Haney and Richardson. So he exposing them niggas. He exposing how Bozy. Remember when they was all in LA for the Madrimal fight? He said Bozy came up to him and told him, "Nah, we don't want to fight Terrence." He exposed that shit too. Bozy ain't came out and rebutted all the type of other stuff, but he ain't saying nothing about that. Nigga, for all I know, Bernie, he might have them conversations recorded. You feel me? So I'm just telling you, like, that nigga fucking up that whole Philly camp. Bernie ain't nothing to play with, bro. Y'all can say, oh, he the hype man, but in every situation, he come out victorious. He get the last laugh at the end. So yeah, that's a nigga y'all might want to leave alone. Now, another nigga who been tearing shit up too, Brian Norman, both junior and senior. Like Brian Norman Jr., he exposed Devin Haney for using Floyd Mayweather words. He put that out. You know what I'm saying? Got him on that. Devin Haney, when they did that little face-off yesterday at like the final the final pre-fight workout, Devin Haney, he was on some nice ass shit. Like he a nice ass nigga. It's like you know what I'm saying, scared. He's trying to soften up Brian, and he a nice ass nigga. He over there playing and moving around and stuff. Nigga, Brian Norman Jr., he looking at nigga dead in his eyes and just ain't saying nothing. Like, nigga, I'm gonna sock you up on Saturday. Like, nigga, I'm gonna push your shit in. Nigga, I'm gonna test your jaw. That's how he owned that nigga. So shit about to be bad for Devin Haney, bro. Now, y'all niggas also gotta understand the best player in the in the NBA right now is Victor Wembanyama. That nigga destroying shit. Y'all ain't never seen nothing like that. Victor Wembanyama, like I said, bro, this nigga probably ended Draymond's career. If y'all see what he did to Draymond, he probably ended that nigga career. And Draymond is a Hall of Famer. The only thing he did wrong, he just went against my player. Oh yeah, see, look. He said I low key know Victor Wembanyama is the greatest of all time. Yeah, me too, bro. Hey, Victor Wembanyama, you see that nigga? He'll put up 41, still get like 5 blocks. Nigga rebound the ball. That nigga cold, bro. That's gonna be the best player in history. Like that nigga better than Dirk. That nigga destroyed Dirk if they was playing at the same time. Prime Kevin Durant shitting on him. Nah, nigga, ain't no rivals, nigga. The fuck you talking about? We rivals, nigga. This Victor Wembanyama, nigga. If you ain't with Victor Wembanyama, we ain't right, nigga. We enemies, like in some real life shit. Victor Wembanyama, the best. That nigga take out your whole team, bro. You better respect my player. That nigga destroy your whole team. Nigga pulling up from 3. Nigga just don't even gotta block your shit. He'll just grab your shit and take it out the air, bro, and then go on a fast break with it. Like, oh yeah, Mavs versus Spurs. Oh yeah, that nigga destroy. That nigga will destroy Dirk. He way better than Dirk. He got better defense, better rebounds, better blocks. Nigga, better passer. Nigga, he could get up, get out on the break faster, up and down the court, better ball handling. Like I said, better passing ability, better playmaking ability. That nigga better than Dirk, bro. That nigga better than Dirk. You know, Victor Wembanyama, he the one who made Luka get out of Texas. If you keeping it real, you know, when Dallas Mavericks realized that Luka could never be as good as Victor Wembanyama, yeah, they said like, bro, we just gonna throw in the towel right now. And so that's why they traded Luka. That nigga kicked Luka out of Texas. Nigga, hey, right state, wrong team. Don't be mad at me. That nigga beat the shit out of Dirk if Dirk was they was playing in the same era. His defense too good. And then on offense, nigga, he's shooting it too. Like, imagine Dirk, like, you know, Dirk lackadaisical on defense. This nigga Victor pulling up from like 30, like 30 feet. Hey, well, yeah, I know they said niggas is saying Nico Harris is like the worst GM alive right now. And then I heard something about Mark Cuban saying that whole deal basically happened without his knowledge. I'm like, bro, I don't know, you know, how much of that shit I could believe. But shit, Tex, hey, I'm gonna give you a player you can be proud of though. I mean, y'all got Paige Becker. So, you know, if you want like a perimeter player, nigga, you got Paige Becker. You got Arika Ungabwale. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got some players you can be proud of them, but nigga, Victor is still number 1. But I don't know, I'll start paying attention like to that season like even more. You know, it's like a certain time like niggas be playing start paying attention to the NBA shit probably like right around once the new year come in. But yeah, bro. Hey, just like they say, everything bigger in Texas. So yeah, nigga, y'all got Wemby. That's a unicorn right there. Nigga, fuck a generational talent. Yeah. But yeah, this shit ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing major. But yeah, bro. So I was watching when they had like this the whole workout stuff, and you know what I'm saying, like the last time the fighters they had like a face off right before they get busy. And that nigga, you know what I'm saying? I be looking at little shit like Anthony Yard, he reached out to like dap up David Benavidez and like hug him. And I'm like, nah, them niggas could have just dapped it up and you know what I'm saying, shook hands and shit. I'm like, I hope that don't translate to how we gonna fight, but I want to see that nigga like really just go out there like, bro, this is my last shot. I'm gonna give it all. Like, don't succumb or don't be believing in the David Benavidez hype. I mean, I hope he go out there and lay it on the line just like he would you know, just like he do any other time. Just like he do when, you know what I'm saying, when he done fought against even Beterbiev. I hope that nigga lay it out on the line. You feel me? Nigga, go out there. I mean, you ain't got nothing else to lose at this point. Just nigga, make sure you get the fans like a good ass show while it lasts. You feel me? But yeah, Moody Trey, yeah, that nigga know Victor Wembanyama is the best. That nigga from France is the best player right now. Nigga, the greatest player in Texas history. But yeah, we're gonna see. I think the best fight on that card. By the way, if y'all, you know what I'm saying, I know niggas hear me. I got some cold grapes. Niggas know it ain't nothing better than no cold grapes, bro. But to me, the best fight as far as like the action on that card is gonna be Sam Noakes versus Abdullah Mason. To me, like if y'all looking just for the fight, that's gonna be the best fight. Niggas saying, oh, you know, Devin versus Brian Norman, that should be the main event. Bruh, I don't think that's gonna play out to like be no, you know what I'm saying, like no super good fight where niggas saying like, yeah, that shit lived up to like some main event worthy type shit. I don't see that fight living up to all the pre-fight build up. You know, that's just me. And it's because Devin Haney know what type of fight he can and cannot get into. Oh yeah, he said I agree. Victor Wembanyama is the greatest player in Texas history. All right, for sure. You know your basketball, then, my nigga. I give it to you. You feel me? Hell yeah. You know that nigga better than Tim Duncan. If them niggas was coming in the same draft, the Spurs, they'd do the right thing. They'd pick Wembanyama over Tim Duncan every day. They're smart. And Tim Duncan is a hell of a player, too. He just can't fuck with Victor Wembanyama. That's it. I mean, ain't no shame in it. Like, it's no other niggas that can mess with him either. I'm saying it's the same shit. Like, you go get another name, take Tim Duncan name out, go put another nigga, it's the same shit. You feel me? So, I mean, I hope y'all don't think like a nigga like Shaquille O'Neal could do shit with him. I know y'all don't think that. I already told y'all Kevin Durant can't do shit with him. Kevin Durant in his prime, that nigga don't got nothing for him. Yeah, bro, I know you agreeing with everything I'm saying. You know, yeah, you already know. Nigga, Victor Wembanyama. But on this boxing shit, now Brian Norman Sr., that nigga been doing interviews that nigga been doing his interviews, you know what I'm saying? So he making like he promoting the shit out the fight, and I feel like they could have capitalized on this fight more because they could have, for example, they could have brought Bill and Brian Norman Sr. up to the podium and had them say some words because they already been promoting the hell out of this fight, but it would have just been like a better look for, you know what I'm saying, like people that's like casually just hearing, oh, you know, they fight this weekend. And it would have just been like more. I feel like they could have had viral clips that would have been viral on social media and stuff because it would have just added like a lot more for the whole world to know that these niggas' daddies is going at it and shit. You feel me? So that's you know what I'm saying. I feel like they could have capitalized on that more, but you know, for whatever reason they didn't. I mean, shit, maybe they didn't want Bill Haney to get socked up again. I mean, you seen what Brian Norman did to that nigga that put his hand on a shirt. That nigga flipped him with his left hand. So imagine what he did do to a nigga like Bill. Yeah, but nigga Brian Norman Jr., that nigga, he, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just his regular self. He going about it like he ain't letting, first of all, he ain't looking at it like this no, you know, big moment or nothing. He ain't letting like shit get to him. He treating that nigga Devin like a regular nigga. Like, I know I'm about to go out here, sock this nigga up, crack his jaw, and that's gonna be that. You feel me? That nigga, he gonna go out there and crack Devin Haney jaw the same way he cracked Javante jaw when them niggas was sparring. And that's gonna be that. Nigga, he know damn well Devin Haney can't fuck with him because he already beat up Javante before. And Devin Haney beat Javante in a sparring, so ain't no way in hell he about to lose to this nigga. But yeah, Brian Norman Sr., yeah, he been you know what I'm saying, doing his weekly appearances, and he been getting on them niggas, bro. And he keep reiterating it's personal. Nigga, you talked about my mom while she was dying. Nigga, this is personal. Like, ain't nothing else to it. You feel me? And I think and you know, that's Brian Norman Jr. grandma. So I think, you know, based on that, yeah, bro, I think them niggas fighting with like a little bit of extra heat. And what we noticed lately, whenever somebody got a little something extra to fight for, that shit can make all the difference in the world when they, you know what I'm saying? Like a nigga just fighting harder for something. Niggas talking about Brian Norman Jr. might be overtraining and shit. Like Brian Norman Jr. said, hey, even if I went hard on one day, bro, we know how to recover and maybe, you know, taper it back a little bit the next day. So niggas don't got to worry about that. Nigga, just focus on your fight. Like that bitch ass nigga Greg Hackett, he was saying that he might be overtrained. Nigga, focus on your fighter, Jaron Ennis. That bitch ass nigga didn't want to hop in the ring, so focus on your fighter. You shouldn't even have an opinion because your fighter ran. Him and his scary ass daddy, them niggas ran, bro. Y'all niggas shouldn't even have no opinion. If y'all ain't gonna get in the ring with them, focus on your fight before you don't make it to your fight. Scary ass niggas from Philly, man. That's why Eric R ain't in here tonight. Cause you knew I was gonna get on them niggas' ass. But yeah, bro. Hey, Chris Eubank and Connor Ben. I mean, that was a cool little win for the nigga, but after, you know, post fight, you know, the goal is to move back down and, you know, become a champion at 147. Them niggas calling out Ryan Garcia. Then in a post fight, they talking about, oh, you know, Pacquiao has made his way back. You know, who knows if that's an opportunity. Y'all niggas talking about everybody that's not champions, but then talking about y'all want to get a belt. And you bitch ass niggas didn't even say Brian Norman Jr. name in the ring when y'all was asked. Y'all niggas ain't say his name that whole weekend, not before the fight, not after. So do y'all niggas really want to be champion or what? These niggas refuse to call out Brian Norman Jr. They refuse to fight Brian Norman Sr.'s son. Them niggas know that nigga just too cold. You know, that's what it is. Like, you niggas might as well just get out of welterweight. What's his name? Connor, nigga, you might as well run up to 154 just like Jaron was forced to do, because y'all niggas cannot fuck with Brian Norman Jr. So just run up to 154. And then go find you a Lima to fight. Scary ass niggas, man. I'm talking about I want to be champion, but don't want to fight Brian Norman Jr. All these niggas want to fight Barrios because they feel like he easy pickings. He's right for the pickings, but nobody want to fight Brian Norman Jr. Nigga, Brian Norman Jr., he won his belt. Nigga, like fair and square. Barrios was elevated. to being a champion. That nigga won an interim belt and then was elevated to being a champion. Brian Norman went out there and really cracked some shit, laid some shit down to get his belt. It's a difference. But that's a fight y'all don't want to fight. Mario Barrios already got a fight lined up with Ryan Garcia. That nigga already occupied. Brian Norman Jr. is about to be available. Y'all on the same fight schedule. Why not call him out? The niggas say everything except let's fight Brian Norman Sr.'s son. Them niggas just like Bozy Ennis and his son, Jaron. The niggas say everything but let's fight Brian Norman Sr.'s son. Niggas scared. Them niggas scared of them boys from Atlanta. That's what it is. Y'all niggas scared of them boys from Atlanta. But it makes sense because niggas already see, bruh. Brian Norman Jr. is a problem. that nigga's a serious problem. Y'all heard what Bernie the Boxer said. That nigga's a serious problem. So, you know, niggas gonna keep running from him, trying to avoid him and shit, but it is what it is, bro. Like they said, them niggas gonna clear out the division. Devin Haney is just the first step. Just gonna make an example out of Devin Haney. And then let's see if Richardson Hitchens really want to fight like he talking. You know, he's oh, you know, I want to fight him and whoop de whoop. All right, shit, we'll see. Let's see, nigga. Come up to 147. Fight for a real title. Nigga, don't try to maneuver around and duck like you did Subriel Matias. Just come catch that fade. That's all it is. You feel me? Nigga, come catch that fade. Come fight for this title. I forgot. Let me here, I don't mind doing this. I know how to run this shit anyways. You feel me? I'm gonna go ahead and post this up in here anyways. You know, if niggas want to possibly come up in here, refute anything that I'm saying, because nigga, I done told niggas the truth. Like, nigga, Victor Wembanyama is the best player. Brian Norman is the best at 147. And you know, it really ain't shit niggas could do about it. Like, that's what it is. You feel me? Connor Ben, yeah, nigga, fight Brian Norman. Come get your ass tattooed up. He said, Norman did look very serious too. Yeah, I can't wait to see that. Yeah, he was looking at Devin like, nigga, I'm about to crack your jaw. He was looking at like, nigga, I'm about to break your shit. Hey, and that nigga mind, he was thinking like, Devin, you don't respect your jaw. You don't respect your jaw. I'm about to go upside your shit and break your shit. Devin over there playing, dancing, moving around. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what's up with that? Where Trey X at, man? Where Trey? Come tell us about it, Trey. Come tell us about that. Nigga, all that funny ass shit Devin was doing. That nigga about to get his chin checked in front of his daddy. And if his daddy do anything, like what if his daddy do anything funny, nigga, Brian Norman Sr., he gonna be right there. So it ain't gonna be that though. That's why it ain't gonna be that. Yeah, nigga, them niggas from Atlanta. Nigga, the best fighters coming out of Atlanta right now. You feel me? The best fighters coming out of Atlanta. Laying shit down. That nigga Brian Norman Jr. been on the world tour. He knocked out the #1 welterweight from Mexico and Santillan. Then the nigga went and knocked out the #1 welterweight from Venezuela, Derek Cuevas. Then a nigga go overseas, whole different continent, knock out the #1 welterweight from Japan, Jin Sasaki. And Jin Sasaki was not playing with that nigga. That nigga was serious as fuck. Socked that nigga so hard, that nigga couldn't remember how to tie his shoes for a month. Nigga couldn't even spell his last name. That's how hard Brian Norman socked that nigga, bro. And so now he about to go overseas again and sock up Devin Haney in front of Bill. About to sock that nigga up. And then after that, niggas gonna go back to the Airbnb and watch Victor Wembanyama get down. Now, I know my nigga hurt right now, but yeah, bro, that's how we doing it. So I got all the best players pretty much. I got the best athletes. I got the best fighters. Got the best basketball players. Got the best trainer. Got the best hype man. Okay, because that's a bitch ass nigga. Why didn't Boots fight Brian Norman Jr. in 2024 but fought Avanesian? The same Avanesian where them niggas said, oh, nigga, Terrence Crawford fought a bum ass nigga. Terrence Crawford fought a bum ass nigga. Man, that nigga took them the exact same amount of rounds. And last time I checked, nigga, Terrence C wasn't getting hit like that. The shit that Avanesian was landing on Jaron, nigga, Terrence wasn't getting hit with that bullshit. That nigga was getting that nigga was putting some pause on what's his name? On Bosey's son. That nigga Bosey's son defense ain't shit, bro. That's how you already know. Terrence C stop that nigga. That's on my life. I put my life on it, bro. I bet my life on it. That's on my mama. That's on my life. Terrence C will stop Bosey's son in front of his daddy in Philly. In front of all them bitch ass niggas from Philly, bro. Greg Hackett, them scary ass niggas, yeah. Terrence C beat the fuck out of Bosey's son. Them niggas went the same duration with Avanesian. Then, for Karen Jakazian, keeping it real, that second fight, nigga, besides a knockdown, some niggas feel like that was a draw. Some niggas feel like that was a draw. Because that nigga was piecing up Jaron and then, moving out, getting out, doing that resetting, doing that shit again. That nigga could never beat Terrence C right now. Nigga, not Terrence C. Nigga, not Bernie, homeboy. That nigga beat the fuck out of Jaron, bro. And everybody know it. That's why them niggas being so friendly now. That's why Bernie the Boxer going around talking all this shit about all them niggas from Philly and ain't none of them saying nothing. Them niggas quiet. Them niggas quiet. He said Norman did look very serious. Yeah, Norman is serious. Hey, the seriousness that you seen from Norman, that's why Jaron and them niggas seen that before. That's why they just said no to the fight completely. Devin Haney, he just happened to sign the contract. But you heard what Brian Norman Sr. said. Them niggas tried to call Bill and have him basically call a little truce and say we not doing the fight. And that's how they fell out with Tay Jones. That that nigga Brian Norman Sr. he exposed that whole little situation. He tried to get Tay Jones to call Bill. Bill tried to get Tay Jones to call Brian and say, look, we gonna say sorry and we just not gonna do the fight. but that's when they was doing all that drug test and shit, trying to get him to not take the fight. But nope, nigga Brian Norman, them niggas signed the fight anyway. So now y'all niggas ain't made a mistake. And if y'all remember on Coach Malachi's show, when them niggas was talking about the drug test, okay, so why don't y'all call Turkey and then tell them that y'all are not gonna do that? That's why he kept saying that shit. That nigga was trying to get out of the fight. But Brian Norman Sr. said, nope, nigga, not going for it. Not falling for that shit, Bill. Yeah, Bill is a bitch. Bill and his son, them niggas, Bill and all his sons. The light-skinned one, Sean, that little bitch ass nigga, them niggas some marks. Them niggas might as well be from Philly. Them niggas come from the same area as Jaron, Ennis, and them niggas. Them niggas all some bitches, bro. All them niggas that be on that YSM media, them niggas some marks. Y'all niggas running behind a nigga that got 208 losses and 4 wins. Nigga been fighting professional for like 25 years. And that's the type of nigga that's in y'all camp, bro. Bernie the boxer beat the shit out of Greg Hackett. But yeah, bro. Zhugajazian, that nigga was tattooing up Jaron, in my opinion. That was like a draw if you just, you know what I'm saying, minus the knockdown. That was the only difference in that fight. Other than that, that fight was a draw. Nigga went 24 rounds with Cameron. They couldn't stop him. Terrence C, that nigga done stopped everything at welterweight. That nigga done knocked shit out. He didn't knock shit out from at welterweight. He didn't knock shit out from Australia, Armenia, Cleveland, nigga Dallas, Texas / Jamaica. However you want to put that nigga done knocked everything out. And less than 12 rounds. Nigga, you went 24 rounds with Karen, and both times niggas walked away saying you didn't look good. Karen exposed your defense. Bro, for me, the only mistake Brian Norman and them they made was going out to Philly and sparring that often, because then that allowed Bozy to see that Brian Norman was going to be a problem, and they know how hard he hit. That's probably the only mistake I'll say they made. And y'all, he be hearing how Brian Jr. He be saying like he ain't gonna spar certain people no more because you too close to the weight class to where you can now be a potential opponent. He learned from that. Nigga, don't be sparring niggas that could be a potential opponent, because in the fight not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You see like what happened when Tio ducked them niggas. I mean, not that he sparred Tio, but because they be sparring in that same top rank gym, you know, niggas didn't probably call win or some shit, and Tio was like, no, not fighting that nigga. I'm gonna do the same thing Bozy's son did. Not fight this nigga. It is what it is, though, bro. Brian Norman Jr., he gonna do what Jaron Ennis couldn't do because he was too scared. He gonna unify 147. He not gonna run from the division like Bozy's son. Nigga, wait till a day before Brian Norman Jr. go overseas to fight the #1 welterweight from Japan, and then to move up. The jig is over, boy. Everybody know you scared. So, anyways, Devin Haney, I think about to get his ass beat in front of his brothers, all his security guards, his dad. He about to get his jaw cracked. Y'all see what Ryan did to him, and Brian is way, 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 way better than Ryan Garcia. I mean, to me, Brian Norman, I got him smashing Ryan Garcia in probably like 3 rounds, something like that. But y'all see, and he punched harder than Ryan. Y'all see what Ryan was able to do. So just imagine what's about to happen. Think about to get his chin cracked. All right, then you got, then David Benavidez. Truth be told, I feel like that's gonna be a fight. I hope Anthony Yarde gonna just let his nuts hang in that fight. For real. I hope the nigga just let his nuts hang and just, what I'm saying, go out with a bang. Like I said, you ain't got nothing to lose at this point. Let your nuts hang, bro. Oh yeah, that nigga got I forgot, Devin Haney. This nigga he got Mickey Bay back in this corner. Like, bro, you just got like a whole bunch of niggas that you recycle. You feel me? Niggas that you didn't recycle the minutes you didn't got rid of them, then you didn't came back to them. I mean, shit, you didn't have Mickey Bay before. I mean, shit, obviously you wasn't that confident in a nigga if you let him go again. Like, no disrespect. Mickey Bay, was a solid fighter and everything, but I mean, shit, what can he do? That nigga can't do shit else. That nigga can't do shit else. Yeah, he ain't he ain't Duck Benavidez like Canelo, and he not gonna fight like no bitch like David Morrell did. He ain't no bitch like David Morrell. David Morrell, that's a bitch ass nigga, man. Scary ass nigga. Was talking all that shit prior to the fight. Then when he seen Jose Senior in person, oh, I didn't say that. I swear I wasn't saying none of that. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. Bro, that nigga's a real bitch. That nigga didn't keep the same energy when he seen them niggas in person. Scary ass nigga. Like, bro, David Morrell, real hype job. That's one bitch ass nigga, man. So nah. Anthony Yard, we didn't seen him lock up. We seen him catch a fade with Bateria. I mean, we seen what happened. So nah, he ain't gonna be no bitch like David Morrell. You know what I'm saying? He not David Morrell. So he gonna catch his fades even if he lose. Like you know what I'm saying? Nigga gonna go out and show him the shield. He gonna catch his fades. And that's that. I mean, shit. At this point of his career, you got to give him more props than Joshua Buatsi because you know Buatsi, he over there getting pieced up by niggas on a lesser level, and he not even hopping in the ring with the top niggas. Like Buatsi, them niggas was trying to get a vacant belt or interim belt from Bevo. Remember when he is the number one, the number one contender for that belt forever, and them niggas was not even enforcing that and shit. Yeah, them niggas was trying to get an interim belt, an interim title to see if Bavo was gonna vacate this shit. Anthony Yard, at least he hopping in the ring. He catching his fades. You feel me? That nigga catching fades when he not even in the, you know what I'm saying? He not even a number one. Like, nigga, this is like a voluntary defense, but he hopping up in there to catch the fade. He like, nigga, any fight that's gonna get me just to a title, he catching that fade. You know what I'm saying? That's why he locked up with Paterbia before. That nigga running to the fades. He ain't like Joshua Buatsi. That nigga ain't trying to maneuver to a title. And he ain't no bitch like David Morrell. You know, that's what it is, bro. So yeah, I think my nigga gonna come and yeah, he just gonna put it all out there. You feel me? And it's probably if he loses fight, I think this is definitely his last fight at 175. Them niggas been talking about flirting with cruiserweight for a while. So yeah, that'll probably be his last fight at 175 if he was to lose. But shit, you know, we'll see how that shit play out. But if we talking about like the best back and forth, if you ask me, oh yeah, Abdullah and Sam Noakes. I feel like that's gonna be the best back and forth. You know, if I had to guess, just like the best fight, putting all the politics and shit aside, and the hype and all that. I think that's gonna be the best fight that we see on Saturday. You know, them niggas gonna come with it. Niggas coming with it, bro. Niggas hungry for them titles. Both of them niggas gonna come with it. Yeah, we know Abdullah is cold. Sam Noakes, that nigga gonna come with it too. So I think that's gonna be like the best fight we end up seeing on Saturday. You feel me? Yeah, that's a good ass fight. I really like the young bull. What's his name? Abdullah. I like his whole family. You feel me? You see how them niggas get down? Them niggas is real Muslims. They not like the Haneys. They not like them bitch ass niggas that Bill raised. They not like them bitch ass niggas from Nevada. You feel me? And them niggas damn sure ain't scary like Bosey's son. But yeah, bro, we gonna see about all that. Then also, we gonna see what's next because it's like different title fights, pretty much. Some of the and some other fights locked up at welterweight. So like you got Ryan Garcia and Barrios, they gonna be locking up. It seemed like that Pacquiao versus Rolly, it seemed like that's off because like the money just really ain't there to put that fight on, with PBC and shit. And them niggas kind of see like it just ain't no interest in that fight. So that fight is not happening. So, that's another one. Rolly is free, but I don't expect him to be running the catch no fade with Brian's son. So Well, that is another fight that's just out there, just throwing it out there. Um, then Barrios, Ryan Garcia, them niggas is locked up for the most part. So, that's that. Um, shit, it's some opportunity, it's opportunities to advance in this welterweight division. Some niggas gonna maneuver, to the titles, not take the toughest fights, but bitch ass niggas like Conor Ben, yeah, them niggas they gonna maneuver and do other stuff. Them niggas all looking for Barrios, but niggas refuse to say Brian Norman's son. Them niggas refuse to call out Brian. Nigga, you was just out there. Them niggas probably gonna be, yeah, well, nah, them niggas ain't gonna do that. I was gonna say, Conor, that nigga has some nuts. He could go out to Saudi and, hop in the ring after, but of course he ain't gonna do that. That nigga on some other bullshit. I mean, yeah, if they was to, get some money, get the money right and shit. I mean, you could you could get the nigga to fight anybody, but at some point it's like shit, you just gotta get the money right. You feel me? But like I said, them niggas trying to fight Pacquiao. That shit is not happening. The money ain't there. It's just not happening. So, like I said, man, so them niggas just need to get out the way. Nigga, fight Brian Norman. Let's unify this division, or you know what I'm saying? Nigga get ran over for the most part. Cause right now, so we talking about 147. Like we about to bring them up, for example. Show y'all at 147. I mean, you got like Alexis Rocha for, you got certain fighters that's still there, that's still, active. I mean, shit, even Santillan is still there. Um, I know Giasov, he's the I think for like the WBA, I think he's that he really the number one contender for that. But I'm guessing Giasov, they must have made like some type of um, deal or something to where he didn't have to catch that fade with where Rolly didn't have to defend. So yeah, I'm guessing they might have made some type of deal. Then they had um I think they elevate it's his one fighter. Where is he from again? I don't know if he like Ireland or something, but that fighter Lewis Crocker, they end up elevating him. So that dude Lewis Crocker, he's gonna be the dude that ends up having what is that, the IBF at 147. Um shit, and then you got dudes like Leon Paro, he moved up, so I know he up there. Karen still, in the rankings trying to make his way. Ron Polanco, he still, he there. A lot of niggas like him. I know Catterall, he, a lot of niggas say he didn't really look too good, but he's still there. And you got niggas like Rashidi Ellis, just he been fighting on like some like smaller cards and shit, not really like major televised cards, but he been making his way back. Like I said, you got Conor Ben that's still there. And then I feel like you got niggas that's like gatekeepers that's just waiting to upset some shit like Mean Machine. You know what I'm saying? He's still ranked like, up in like them like some of them ranking them bodies. He's still like top 10. He just, nigga pretty much waiting like to get a shot. That other fighter, Raul Curio, he's still there. That's another one too. Fought Alexis Rocha, so like he's still there. You got like certain niggas in the top 10 that's just they might not be the biggest names, but the niggas is waiting to get just certain types of shots. You feel me? So I feel like if niggas like Conor Ben and Pacquiao are gonna be in a way just trying to maneuver and everybody trying to play these little politics just to get to what's his name, just to fight Barrios, like let some of these niggas that's really willing to catch the phase, let some of them get them fights. You feel me? Like let them niggas get them fights. Let them niggas get the title shots. If they ain't gonna be on the bullshit. At the end of the day, like you got niggas like Brian Norman, that nigga trying to be active, that nigga trying to catch that nigga trying to fight at least like every 4 months. That, and that's another thing that's good too. Niggas is like being more active. Niggas catching fades like nigga every 4 months. Them niggas trying to stay active. That could be a good ass trend that we set in the sport too. Get these other niggas on board. You feel me? Not being like these other niggas. Hey, now, it's not a good look. That nigga Erickson Lubin, that nigga was talking all type of shit his week leading up to his fight. Just for him to go out like that, that wasn't a good look, bro. So yeah, that nigga might want to tone it down a little bit. I know he already said he coming back at middleweight, but I'm like, yeah, nigga, that's some shit you might want to, you might want to learn. Nigga did all that talking. That nigga was all on Mill City doing all that talking leading up to the fight just to go out like that. Like, it's gonna be a lot of niggas that's like just not fucking with you no more, bro. I'm just telling you. Yeah, let me see what this dog barking about. Hold on. All right, well, fuck it. There ain't nothing. I ain't going outside either. Fuck it. Yeah, Virgil. Yeah, Virgil put it on his ass and all that. I understand that. Some niggas don't like how Virgil operating after that. I understand that too. But one thing I just didn't like how Virgil gonna say, oh, he want to fight Terrence. Like, nigga, stop lying. Y'all niggas was offered a fight against Terrence C. And y'all niggas got up out of them rankings. So just stop lying. That's my thing. I don't give a fuck if y'all lie to Bosey's son or whatever. Like, fuck them. But nigga, stop lying, saying y'all want to fight Terrence C. Knowing y'all don't. If y'all want to lie about Earl and like Bosey's son and all that, y'all could do that. But nigga, stop lying on Terrence C. Yeah, we already knew like now this is gonna happen. And I like me and Trey, we was talking about this a few weeks before. Lubin he gonna say, I've been making 154 for like 11 years. That's way too long. So that's gonna be one thing you say. And also he gonna leave his trainer. So like he was with K Karoma for this training camp. I know for a fact he's not gonna be with K Karoma his next fight. So two things that you can just see happening, clearly gonna happen. So yeah, K Karoma, hope you got your check because yeah, Lubin is not gonna be texting you or calling you shit probably ever again, bro. Just just telling niggas the truth, man. So yeah. Speaking of Bradman Edwards, that's I like he cool. That nigga keep it real respectful. Y'all know Stephen Bradman Edwards. That's Caleb Plant trainer. He stopped fucking with Caleb Plant. He fired that nigga, bro. Tell that nigga I'm not fucking with you no more. And everybody, niggas ain't seen that, and niggas is wondering why. But I got the truth. Yeah, see, I think with Lubin and what we was talking about, what me and Trey we was saying in the Discord, we was pointing out how Lubin was looking dry, even though he was playing around, looking all loose in the locker room and stuff, but he came out looking dry. And I think his plan was, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna warm up, but him not being, I'm gonna say, as warmed up as she should have been. This nigga, like I said, he got too much belief in these skills that he think he could lay on the rope and then pick off shots and counter and shit and catch, Virgil punch in between them and stuff. I'm like, bro, that's a younger, just a younger beast. And I know Virgil. I mean, late, he didn't got active over like the last year, so he didn't been active. Whereas Lubin, like nigga, you not been active, so you a nigga who gotta warm up. And so if you think you could lay on the ropes and I'm gonna just pick some shots off, that was sad. I would hate to believe that K Karoma told him to do that. But whoever idea that was, bro, terrible. So yeah, that was that. 160 shit ain't gonna change, man. The nigga just, he just a dude who don't got punch, like, never really had the best punch resistance. And then shit, he didn't got cracked. He didn't got his chin cracked. So, that punch resistance is gone. So, no matter if you move it to 160. I mean, I pretty much put him and I was just thinking of Bull, Tony Harrison. Like them niggas is in the same category. Him, um, them put niggas like what's his name? That Haney just beat last, Jose Ramirez, Richard Progride, like them type of it. They all in that same category, bro. Like they names, they still around and stuff, but Josh Taylor, like, them niggas like that, you put them in the same category. Like, it is what it is. Like them niggas can move up, move down, repeat. Like them niggas is not winning no more titles. If they even get into another title shot, like them is just gonna be stepping stones for niggas. Um, Lubin, it ain't gonna be no different. Yeah, I mean, once again, the Charlo fight, real early in the fight, got his chin cracked, and that's that. Like, my nigga, you can't be going into these. Okay, you banking on warming up. Like a nigga not gonna play with you. Y'all in the fight. Like you can't be going out there. Like, nigga, we gonna have time to warm up. Like, nah, you gotta be ready. Like, you gotta come out ready to fight a hard 12, nigga, 3 minutes. You gotta come out there and be ready. And you didn't prove multiple times. You can't. You're just not durable enough. Yeah. Yeah, all them niggas gonna get all them niggas getting beat up for the most part. Tony Harrison, I think he probably smarter because I think he not even trying to catch no tough phase at this point. Like that nigga, he probably trying to go up against niggas that's not punching hard. The payday gonna be cool. The 10 rounder, that nigga take an 8 rounder if you give it to him. Some non-televised shit. I I think that's the type of time he on. But Lubin, he think he about to hop in there and lock up with top niggas. Like, yeah, that shit ain't gonna work out too well for him. You think he about to hop in there with the Ammo Williams and shit. Like, yeah, boy. This shit ain't gonna work out too well for you. I put him, yeah, like another nigga, Terrell Gachet. You up there with them niggas, pretty much. Tim Zoo, another one. If you see him come back, pretty sure you're gonna see him come back at 160. If anything, 160, new trainer. Now I'm training out of USA. Same shit. Like some of these niggas just don't got punch resistance no more. And shit, we about to find out. The world about to find out on Saturday about Devin Haney because a lot of niggas feel like he don't got punch resistance no more. Or that nigga scared to get hit. And what's gonna happen when you stand in front of a nigga who you ain't gonna be able to do all that running away from shit? Like nigga, you could be moving a lot, but what if these niggas is cutting off the ring on you? Like them niggas coming prepared for Devin on Saturday. Yeah, I say um think about like Tim Zoo, Tim Zoo situation. Like at 154, it was never no like no A-level fighters. If you ask me, I never felt Jamel was an A-level fighter. So it was never them fighters. So you had like B and C level fighters. And he, he did his thing, like niggas who had, fought somebody and all that. He did his thing, beating them type of dudes from shit, from all types of dudes. He was getting some good fights, getting his name out there. Brian Mendoza, type dudes. He did his thing, getting wins over them dudes. But like once he actually got the title, like you said, it wasn't a long, situation. And we looking at Tim and thinking he can't get another title unless, he maneuver and get a bullshit title. But niggas is definitely looking at Tim and saying he passed his best. Um Shit, I mean, obviously you can't beat Fundora. You done locked up with him twice and we seen what happened. And you just look like another dude that's ripe to get picked off for somebody at 154. Like anybody that's in a mid to late 20s, yeah, like them niggas that come in there and pick off that nigga, bro. Matter of fact, let's go to the rankings at 154. Let's get up over here. Let's get over to 154. Now, even though Madrimov is like the same age as Tim Tszyu, like that nigga, he'll go out there and probably get up on his ass. Jesus Ramos, I mean, at this point, I wouldn't be mad if you favored him to beat Tim Tszyu. I mean, I know I would. Brandon Adams, he'd be an underdog, but he the type of nigga that could upset a Tim Tszyu. You feel me? So you got these types of opponents out there. That's why I feel like Tim Tszyu, if he doesn't stay at 54, that's the nigga you got to like really maneuver him. You got to really maneuver with that nigga, or else that nigga get picked off. Like you know what I'm saying? He'll lose another fight in which he the favorite, and the nigga get picked off. You feel me? Then the commentators, I think it might be time to hang him up. Now we're gonna see if niggas like Ennis Telez could bounce back. But he's like these just young bulls that could pick him off. What about what was the one nigga who fight for PBC? He ain't had too many fights. He another Cuban at 54. I forgot his name. Now I can't remember the nigga name right now. Yoelvis Gomez, but I don't know if he's still at 54 though. That's something we got to see. But yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Callum Walsh. He on his way up. Josh Kelly, he could probably outbox Tim Tszyu over like a 12 rounds. He could probably outbox him. We'll see about that. Hell, Keith Thurman will probably go upside that nigga head at this point. I already don't know about Serge Boachuk because like he looked like that nigga then lost his punch resistance too some. And of course, y'all got Xander Zayas. Of course, y'all know he out there. He got the WBO. But yeah, bro. And then of course at 160, niggas gonna see what happened with this fight between Janabek and Laura. And then of course, a lot of people speculate that that's gonna be the next move that Terrence C decides to make. But shit, I feel like we just gotta see. I mean, first, like for example, for him to go after Carlos Adames now, like you gotta make it, worth it. Y'all know what that mean already. Y'all gotta make that shit worth it. And then yeah, so that would be that would mean at least like two more, like two fights at 160. I just like I said, they have to make it worth it, like money. What? Nah, Josh Kelly for a while he was for a while he was dealing with I know he had like a hand injury, but nah, he back in the motion and shit. He about to lock up with Zaliev. That's who he's supposed to be locking up with next. Remember, it was even some talks about him and Bosey's son locking up, but you know, them niggas, they like to fight tune-ups. And when I say tune-ups, I mean safe tune-ups. Man, this one, I mean, he might be like some niggas might think he good, but I'm just not a fan of Troy Isley. Like, that's one nigga I'm not fucking with, bro. That nigga will put you to sleep if you ask me. Nigga don't got no power and like nigga first round gonna look like the 10th round. I'm like, yeah, that's a nigga I'm not messing with, bro. Sorry, not impressed. Of course, y'all done heard that Jamal and Caleb Plant still going, still moving forth. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about before I had ventured off for a second. But yeah, I was telling y'all how Bradman Edwards, you know, he fired Caleb Plant, not working with him no more. And Bradman, he a real respectful dude. So all he been just saying is like, hey, you know, I can't work with him anymore. The last training camp wasn't the same. And he just let him know, like, hey, you know, we not working together. He been real respectful and saying, hey, maybe Caleb will put out more details of it in the future. So he been playing it like that. But I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Steven Bradman Edwards, he fired Caleb Plant because he knew that Caleb Plant was ducking Osleys Iglesias at 168. The IBO champion, Osleys Iglesias, coming from Cuba. That nigga is a tornado. He know that Caleb Plant is ducking Osleys Iglesias, and he just could not stick by a nigga that was faking the funk. And so he stopped fucking with him as he should have. I mean, it's like this another fight. Keller versus Charlo. Like nigga, that's not no main event fight, bro. Like that's not no fucking like, you know, Caleb definitely on the back nine and yeah, you know, Charlo been hella inactive. That's not no main event fight. Hey, but they mess around and put that shit as a pay-per-view. Them niggas that put that shit as a pay-per-view and put a fight like Gary Antoine Russell versus um, you know, somebody at 140, and then them niggas have put that shit as a pay-per-view. Like that's PPC for you, man. Like niggas is not eager to see that fight. But yeah, that's you know, that's I'm gonna check the news real quick. Last little thing that niggas gonna, you know, see what it is. Yeah, I know niggas heard that Super Matias tested positive for Osterine. I know niggas didn't heard about that. So you know, that's the news going around. If y'all niggas been watching Super Bowl enough, familiar with his career, and you know, it's gonna be some serious questions and shit that's gonna come about regarding regarding that shit. Yeah, yeah, that's like to me, that's not no fight that I'm excited about. Oh, you know, he slapped him. Like that's like I said, all that bullshit aside, like look at both the fighters. Nigga, just focus on the fighters and say, like, hey, and where they both at in this their careers, like, is that some shit that really get you excited? Like that's not no shit that get me excited, bro. You know, like right now, if y'all, you know, everybody see where Keith Thurman and Earl Spence, a fight between them was at one time, and compared to, you know, think about it now, it ain't nowhere near the same. And you'll probably be saying to yourself, that's not no shit worth paying pay-per-view money for. You know, it's the exact same shit. Oh, them niggas had an incident in the past, and you know, a slap like that. That's not gonna make a nigga open up his pockets. That's all I'm saying. Like that's barely good enough just to even be like a main event. But then y'all niggas gonna want to put that shit as pay-per-view. Like niggas not going for that. Y'all not gonna sell, put this as a pay-per-view. Like I said, y'all gonna put a couple little cool fights on the undercard, but that's not no pay-per-view worthy shit. But yeah, Super Matias test for positive. Like I said, that's gonna lead to just a lot of theories and shit based on some shit in the past. If y'all been watching his career enough, then y'all understand. Um Scare Daniel Dubois. That nigga was supposed to lock up with Frank Sanchez for the IBF eliminator, but then it looked like now he just saying like he ain't going through with it. So another nigga not catching his fades, running from Usyk. Fought Usyk twice, but now running from him. Nigga don't want to fight him. Yeah, PBC waiting too late. I mean, shit, they had like right now, at the point where they at right now, it's kind of like they don't got no choice. I mean, they would want to not be in that situation right now, but it's kind of like that niggas don't got no choice. And truth be told, they don't got like it is no the like Earl and Wilder. The reason you ain't seeing them like at least coming back on those PBC shit. Yeah, it's just the money ain't right, at least for them. Like what they expecting to earn and shit just ain't nothing that's right. That's why Wilder, he still been doing his thing. He just ain't been on a shit. Money ain't been right. That's why Earl, you ain't seen him at all. Trying to lock in a Sebastian Fundora fight. The money ain't there. That's just the truth, man. My only question is AJ is he gonna be on some taking it easy shit against Jake Paul? Because he could definitely smash the nigga, but it just depends on like what type of mindset is the nigga gonna come in with. Is he gonna come out there like to fight for real, or is he gonna be, oh, I'm gonna take it easy on this nigga because he a YouTuber? I mean, he didn't do that with Francis, but we'll see how he treat a white man like Jake Paul. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Let's sit back and see. I feel like Moses Thomas, he got a cool test coming up. He fighting against Jermaine Franklin, who, Jermaine Franklin is like a dude who could, he like reached that contender status in the heavyweight division, but like that's where he max out at. But that's a cool fight for Moses Thomas and shit. But that nigga ran from Frank Sanchez also. He could have fought in that eliminator, but he didn't. So that nigga not catching all his fades either. Technically. Oh yeah, I gotta shift over a little bit. Shit, just for a second. Nigga, I'm glad Clarissa got her ass cooked. That whole little saga is over. She got her ass cooked by Layla though. Nigga, Layla won that battle. Yeah, ain't no doubt about that. Layla won that battle, bro. Got her ass cooked by Layla. And Hannah Gabriels and came out and still saying like, what I'm saying? Like we can still catch that fade. So yeah, you better worry about Hannah Gabriels. Everybody that Clarissa trying to fight though is like well over 40, just putting that out there. Danielle Perkins was 40. Everybody she's trying to fight is over 40. Hey, Chris Eubank, yeah, that nigga. I mean, shit, I already looked at him as a retired fighter. Like after that performance, if anything, he'd be coming back to get like certain paychecks. But other than that, I look at him as a retired fighter. The only fight he might ever entertain again is, he might try to get a Canelo fight or a fight with or a third fight with Conor Ben. Other than that, like it's over for that nigga. Um, staying at 160 too long and shit and being zombied out, like that's it for him. That's it. Um, so yeah, that to me that's the only thing Conor, because Conor, I mean Chris Eubank, he like 36. He still never technically won a world title. If we being honest. He didn't fought for a couple of them, but he ain't never really win a world title. And then he been doing this shit with Conor, like they've been fucking around with that shit for like what, like damn near like over 2 years, I'm gonna say. Ever since they first fight got counted and shit. So that's what he been tied up with over the last few years. So yeah, that's kind of much. That's pretty much it for him. Yeah, and that's why I said, like, I got some things outside that I got to take care of. Pretty much it's like he gonna try to get that trilogy because it ain't no other fights, especially at 160 or 168, that's gonna pay anywhere near as good as he would want. But other than that, like you really don't got no good choices. And then, truth be told, I mean, shit, you can't go up to 168 because it's real competition up there. You go up to 168, my fighter, Oscar Iglesias, he gonna get on his ass. And so I feel like, you gotta retire. Technically, you gotta retire, bro. And if I know Bomac and them, like I do the same way Bradman Edwards quit on Caleb Plant for ducking Iglesias, Bomac and them, they not gonna fuck with Eubank either, because he gonna be ducking Iglesias. And so yeah, Chris Eubank, he gonna have to find another trainer because niggas ain't playing. Niggas running from Iglesias and stuff. Niggas not playing that, bro. Hey, and it ain't no surprise if niggas pay attention enough, because of these recent looks that niggas in develop. Anthony Yard and Earl, they do, look similar. Them niggas definitely look similar, man. That they both come from a certain heritage. I mean, shit, if y'all niggas want to debate that, that's a whole other thing. Y'all niggas probably be thinking, is Earl ever coming back? Like, man. Y'all see the nigga pop up at a fight, be satisfied. At least y'all got a side in the nigga. But yeah, Connor could have stopped that nigga, if you ask me. But shit, now let me go over here. Let me see. Let me go see what's happening with these rankings over here. So, hey, see, I think you like another franchise that niggas got to give hella credit to. I mean, we didn't watch the Pistons be like a laughing stock for some years, and now these niggas got the number one record out the East. Then you see over here in the West, Thunder, them niggas come out hella strong, even missing one of they very, very marquee players, Jalen Williams. Them niggas still maintain a 15-1 record. So I think, yeah, that's cold shit going right. Man, I look at it like this. You can kind of see it too. I think it's to a point where Them niggas don't got no problem with each other, but they probably just don't talk anymore. Earl and Jamel, I think it's just at that point, um, like you didn't see like any like not even one pick or like anything about them being together or anything. And when Earl was asked about, oh, we heard rumors that you fighting, Whoop the Wool, and he was like, oh, you heard rumor, and then he's like, oh, like where you hear that at? It looked like he was just like a little like just trying to like brush it off, Like he was definitely trying to brush that shit off. So yeah, I mean, if I had to guess, I'd say like they probably don't got no real problem with each other, but the niggas like at the same time they probably just don't talk. I mean, they didn't both have fallouts with the former trainer and shit, so them niggas probably both looking at like, man, I just need to get away, from that whole situation. That's how them niggas probably, just feel about that shit. Like they just need like a whole different scenery, whole different group of niggas and shit. Yeah, man. I mean, the best I can say is this. Like, whenever you do see the fight or whatever, like the nigga not really giving you nothing to go off to say like, hey, like he looked like he interested in coming back. Like a nigga not even you see what I'm saying? Like when he being asked, because of course everybody asks, like, hey, when is you coming back? The nigga not even giving you that. But like I said, if I had to guess, I just really think it's a factor of like these days the amount of interest, at least from a financial standpoint, was being offered. It just ain't enticing for the nigga to get up for nothing. That's why the Fundora, like, remember, you heard about the Fundora fight for like over a year. Even Fundora said, like, hey, he was forever, he was getting ready for that fight. And it just, never came through. But the amount of money just wasn't there. And if you couldn't make a Fundora fight, I mean, like, what other big fights is you gonna put together, like, where it's gonna be enough money that makes sense for the nigga to come back? Like, it's just not happening. It just ain't no fights, out there you know, for it to really make sense for him to come back. That's just what it is, unfortunately. So at least like for me, I'm like shit, nigga been accepted it. All right, and you see, the Nuggets, ever since they got rid of bum ass Michael Porter, these niggas didn't bounce back. Them niggas got like the second best record in the West. The Lakers, they've been able to win without LeBron. Like you said, when Biyama hurt, Spurs got a record looking nice, looking cool. The Rockets, they looking, they didn't got shit together. Definitely looking better without having Jalen Green. We go over to the East. And shit, honestly, the only team I probably really am impressed with is the Pistons. I mean, the Raptors doing cool, like the Knicks. I'm not really impressed with them. Same with the Cavs. Not really impressed with them. I wonder if they're going to end up trading Darius Garland. Like that's a whole another thing. Yeah, I feel like the Spurs in a good ass position. Like, the player didn't missed a few games being hurt. But yeah, them, but you didn't like got some good play out of Stephen Castle. I just feel like at some point a conversation behind the scenes got to be had of it got to be Wembanyama that's getting up the most shots, like how Stephen Castle, like how they be like trying to take over the game, and he be like trying to be like his like an ace, like they equal and shit. Like nah, I feel like a conversation got to be had, like, bro, it's always a better percentage shot when a ball is in this nigga hand. Like that's the number one nigga. For the Miami Heat, I mean, even at like decent record, you could just still see like they not really going anywhere. I wonder at what point is Victor I mean, not Victor. But I wonder just at what point is like Bam gonna just say, like, I probably want to get up out of here. I wonder if they go through a slump, I wonder if that point is gonna come. Cause like you just don't really see anything major happening for them, you feel me? Yeah, yeah, saying Texas basketball is good. I mean, yeah, outside of Victor, y'all got Olivia Miles at TCU. She doing her thing. Y'all got Paige Beckers, rookie of the year coming back. Yeah, like them stretches is, I feel what you're saying. This like sometimes you can just put the nigga on the bench for like 2.5, or like do it at the right time. You can put the nigga at like the end of the first quarter, give him, last 2.5, and on top of that commercial break, like what I'm saying, you could take advantage of that. But yeah, if you probably put a nigga on the bench too long, that the like just the energy of the game, like that shit could really shift. Niggas ain't got code. Shit, I even started one like the 76ers, for example. You already tell like them niggas is like they just not showing, major improvements. So I just started wondering, like, when is Tyrese Maxey gonna like when is them trade rumors gonna start coming about eventually? Like, so they could just blow this team up and start all over. When is them rumors gonna come about? Ain't nothing else you could do with that team. You don't got no draft picks. The Hawks, it's a guarantee Trae Young getting traded. It's just a matter of, when and for who. Might just end up being draft picks. Yeah, we know the Celtics ain't looking like shit right now, but to me, even more disappointing. And I know, Ponchero, he ain't been the healthiest, but to me, like they should be better than that. Same thing like with the Bucks. I feel like them niggas don't turn shit around. Like this just the breaking point where there's just a breaking point where my nigga got to ask to be traded. Where Giannis just got to ask to be traded, man. Pacers is probably like they not tripping because I mean them niggas are lost their star player for the whole year anyway, so them niggas not tripping. But I just want like next year, them niggas coming back or like you know Pascal and all that. Like them niggas definitely got to get some type of upgrade because they had like a lot of momentum to ride on. Like don't just think y'all gonna get Tyrese back and like shit just all gonna be gravy next year. So I'm looking at Darius Garland. I'm wondering if he gonna be traded just based on the fact that it seemed like Donovan, he don't really need like that type of point guards that come in like set up the offense and shit. Whereas Donovan, he a player where like he could, run the offense and create like his own opportunities. That's why I feel like you probably really don't need like a good point guard to pair him with. I just feel like Darius is the odd man out. So they might, I don't know, they might like try to trade that nigga for like a knockdown shooter or something. Like we got to see. Evan Mobley, I mean, last year, he was balling, got paid and everything. Nigga was definitely showing why he got paid, but I ain't seeing the same this year. Starting to wonder if it's a situation where like a nigga got paid and a nigga feel like he made it. I expect to see some better play out of him. That's just me. Uh, let me see. Let me go back to this. I am interested in seeing like what can Dallas put together. Like once Kyrie was to come back and they could just if they could have a spur when they just play and be healthy. But I definitely don't look at Cooper like no franchise player. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Come up here and cook some niggas.
Oh yeah, definitely. What's going on with you, partner?
Yeah, what's up? Get up on these niggas. What's up with it?
Oh man, I just heard you talking this good basketball, and I see the title of your situation or whatever. I like the you just speaking on the Cavs or the Spurs.
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah, you can speak on any of them niggas. Shit, go
Oh no,
go.
I'm a Laker. I'm a Laker, man. The Lakers was definitely doing their thing, man. We looking good. I feel like LeBron. I don't like LeBron on the Lakers no more, bro. No defense, standing around. We moved the ball better. Uh, it's bad. Hopefully, I mean the dude 41 years old. I mean, what are you gonna pretty much do? You know what I mean? With
Yeah,
these young boys. So I don't know about that, bro. I think Bron need to go. Maybe we can get something good for him. Maybe not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
man. Yeah, yeah. So you think the nigga he didn't just got to the point where it's like he didn't just officially accepted the fact that he one of them players like, hey, if y'all just get me to the playoffs, I'll do the rest. Type niggas. Shit. Yeah, I don't know if you trying to say something, I can't hear you, bro. I'm gonna just cook. I don't know what happened to your mic. But yeah, that nigga said, yeah, get niggas just tired of seeing LeBron like blow assignments and shit. You feel me? Niggas ain't trying to see that bullshit no more. Nigga said he tired of seeing LeBron just blowing defensive assignments and then getting mad, blaming it on the next nigga. Like that shit ain't cutting it. Nah, nigga, Lakers ain't take your player. Nigga, oh, let me see if I could oh yeah, let me see if I can add him to the stage. But nah,
Okay. You can
yeah,
hear me now? I
yeah,
ended up getting a phone call. My fault.
yeah, you got it, home. You got it. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was just like I say, man, about the LeBron thing. You know, he was good, you know what I'm saying, while I lasted, but it's time to move on, man. The league is getting younger. You see OKC, you see Cleveland, you see San Antonio. They not playing with their young legs. This league is getting old. We need to phase these old guys out as far as PG go. Bron, Kyrie, get street clothes Anthony Davis up out of here. These old guys need to go, man, and just let these young boys have the lead. What you think about that?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was saying too. I mean, I was saying like even if Kyrie come back, it ain't no guarantee that the niggas could ever have a run where they healthy. You feel me? So
Right.
that's what I'm saying. Like that shit just ain't gonna work. Like it's gonna keep being injuries.
I mean, especially when you see the downfall of Clay Thompson, man. Now, I'm not gonna blame Megan, but
Yeah,
I'm
niggas. Girl,
but he was playing a little bit better before you came, Megan. But yeah, Clay done fell off, man. I don't know if Kyrie gonna be Kyrie. We don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So and AD, he gonna eat a sandwich in the morning and break his ankle. So we know how that's gonna go. The best thing they can do is tank, trade those dudes away, see what Cooper Flag is, and man, to bring some young talent in Dallas.
now, do you feel Cooper Flag could be like a franchise player, or you ain't feeling it?
It's a possibility. It's a possibility of the things that he showed. He has to show me more. Like I said, only been what 14 games in the season so far
Yeah.
for most teams. He showed me a small sample size that he can do what he has to do, but when you're constantly the rotation is changing, the bench is changing, the starters are changing. You don't know if you gotta take second fiddle to Anthony Davis. You don't know if Klay Thompson gonna show up tonight. You know what I'm saying? So would you want him to take the ball and just take over the rings? Like, you know what? I'm gonna deal with the offense from here on out in the defense. It all stands on me. Would you like if he did that?
I mean, I feel like what you said at the beginning is like the nigga really don't know what to do. Like he just learning, what to do. Because like it ain't no just like set assignment. Like, hey, I need y'all to be this for me tonight, or I need y'all to do that for me tonight. So,
Right,
and
right.
then like every rookie got to just go through them, like just that rookie learning process. On top of that,
Right, right, and like I said, he got promise because I'm gonna say something that I said before on my channel, bro. They got some cold white boys in the NBA now, bruh.
Yeah,
I mean, hey, look, I'm watching Josh Giddey. I don't agree with what he did with the old girl or whatever. Ain't no need to speak on that though.
yeah, yeah,
Uh, them boys got some white boys over there in Chicago, and them boys is hooping. The same with the Lakers, same in all these little places, man. Them white boys is hooping now, dog. I don't know what they been in the hood kicking it, eating fried chicken and shit. So they don't, my bad. They eating fried chicken and things like that, and they hooping. You know what I mean?
yeah. Niggas getting acclimated over here. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, definitely. But the biggest disappointment to me this year, and I'm gonna say it, it's gonna be and he about to be I really think he can be a great player just in a different situation is John Morant.
You still got hope for the nigga, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like his game. I like his game. I like his game a lot. I like his game a lot. Well, look, I'll tell you like this: you can have LeBron James and Bronny James and two first round draft picks for John Morant right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I see the way we get on John Moran, right? When a couple years ago when he had the pum pum situation, right? The water things, the water, the water G's, right?
Yeah, yeah.
If you're not a felon, bro, that is your constitutional right to have the water pum. You know what I'm saying? That's your right. Because if it was vice versa and it was a per se a non-melanated person, they would have been like, oh, well, that's just the culture. That's what they do. They go hunt, they do this and do that. But why are you stopping a US citizen for exercising his constitutional rights when he's not a felon and those rights haven't been taken from him?
Man, look, I'm gonna tell you the truth, cause I see. I just got done reading the Allen Iverson autobiography, his book called
Right.
Misunderstood. So I feel like it's not even about like the stuff you saying, the 2A and all that. It's
Yeah.
about the league just not wanting a certain image. The same shit AI went through. I feel like that's they just not gonna say it. They're not gonna say it directly, but they don't want a certain image.
Okay. But I can agree with that, right? I can agree with that wholeheartedly. But if you don't want an image on that, remember who got Josh Giddey is. Remember that. You know what I'm saying? Remember what Josh Giddey did and he's accused of. But we sweep that under the rug though?
Yeah, that's the thing. And you know what? The only thing is like it's no way that you can like flash that like in the people's faces. It's like something that them niggas try to hide and just not talk about. Um, and I feel like that's the only difference.
I
They
mean,
tired of like job being public, like being on camera with this shit.
right, right, and look, that's very understandable, and I agree with that. But my thing is, well, I don't agree with it at all. I don't agree with it. My thing is what I'm saying is, if you're gonna call it one way, call it the other way. If you calling it on us, call it on them too. That's what I'm saying. But like I say, John Morant, I got a lot of hope in him. I don't have hope in Zion no more, but I like the body transformation. These guys can't stay healthy. I don't know what it is. Like, why do you feel like these guys can't stay healthy?
And that's a good ass question too. I forgot who it was, but which one was it? Jordan? It was one of these players that just called him out for um um minutes management, load management. Who was that just called these niggas out for load management?
That was everybody that calls him out for low management, pretty much.
Yeah, that's a good ass question because like in this day, I'll be hearing all these people say, oh, the everything is more advanced. You got better technology, medicine, training. They got they got strength and conditioning coaches, but these niggas can't even play a full
Season, a full
season.
82. I mean, case in point, this is case in point, right? Let's take Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis he was in better shape in Los Angeles. Did not see him in Dallas. Luca, another one. Luca skinnier now. Luca doing his thing now. But I heard Kenyon Martin say this. You see these dudes moving with these strings and stuff like that. No, put a weight vest on, go lift some weights and get your body strong. What you're doing is called Pilates, bro, and it's not gonna work. And that's why you dudes are hurt.
Oh yeah, so you just saying they just don't got enough strength.
Man, they ain't been drinking a lot of milk, man. They don't make the milk the same no more, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. See, my favorite player, you know what I'm saying, my goat is Kobe Bryant. And I seen Kobe.
Oh yeah, he must have got a call. But yeah, yeah, we didn't seen like Kobe play on man, like Mike D'Antoni and like that's Kobe in his past his prime years and was running that nigga into the ground, but that nigga was holding up to it until an actual injury came. Wasn't no load management. Truth be told, with Kobe, it wasn't no load management. Yeah, let me yeah, go ahead. Last thing you said was Kobe.
Yeah, yeah, Kobe, my goat. This is what I'm about to do, bro. I'm cause they keep calling my phone, bro. Uh, let me turn on my computer. I'm gonna find you on my computer, bro, and I'm gonna do it for my computer so that I won't keep getting interrupted like this. Just give me like one or 2 minutes.
Yeah, for sure. We here.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll wait till that nigga get up back up in here. But yeah, and after that really go across like any of these sports. Same with like with this boxing shit, how we be talking about nigga like the fighters. These niggas always I'm better than these guys from other eras and shit, but a nigga to fight like Shakur Stevenson, nigga, you fight 2 times a year and your body can't even hold up. So how you gonna expect me to believe that you could, smash certain niggas or then, Shakur say stupid shit. Oh, this nigga don't got certain amount of skills or he wasn't all that good. Like, nigga, you can't lock up with him. Nigga, you couldn't even survive going through that gauntlet. You would have lost to this person just based off nigga your hands being fucked up. Nigga, so that's all them niggas is liars. Nigga, you got niggas like Keyshawn Davis retiring and shit. Well, another thing too, like with the boxing shit, you see if you had dudes that was fighting 4 times a year, you don't got to do no 10-week training camp. Like Brian Norman, I guarantee they're not doing no hard 10-week training camps because them niggas already in some decent shape just based off of them. You know what I'm saying, like having recent fights and like getting right back to it. You wouldn't have to do all that shit. You wouldn't have to cram in a whole bunch of work within a long training camp. Niggas losing doing like multiple weeks just to lose weight and shit. Nah, you wouldn't have to do that. Yeah, and it was running 15 rounds back then. Yeah, that's another thing too. Yep, nigga sure was running 15 rounds. Yep. There you go.
Perfect, perfect. Now I ain't gotta worry about phone calls no more, bro.
Yeah, yep, you got it.
But yeah. So my goat is Kobe Bryant, right? So I seen Kobe break fingers. You know what I'm saying? Hyperextend this, hyperextend that, and he always played no matter what. Like he always played, and you got dudes like Kawhi Leonard that sit out just because they got an ingrown toenail.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, we gotta say, man, are you guys disrespecting the game? Do you still love the game? Like, what's really going on?
And niggas can't play back to backs. I remember when only like centers and power forwards like couldn't play back to backs, and that was like the ones that was past their prime.
Bro, I just seen some shit on. I'm seeing some stuff. My fault. I just seen some stuff on. I was watching TV. I was watching a little Laker channel or whatever, and they said AC Green has an Iron Man uh achievement in basketball. He
Yeah.
never missed a game.
Yep, that's true. Yep.
AC, and I'm just like, bro, these dudes don't want to play in Jordan era. Jordan was playing 82 games. You know what I'm saying? They done watered down the All-Star game. That's not like it's no pride in East and West no more. Like, what are we doing in basketball now? Like, I need to understand what are we doing?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that the Iron Man because he had a statue made because he had never missed no game, and I mean that's like he wasn't starting his whole career, but that was a nigga who's gonna go out there and give you minutes. So hell yeah, that is like hella notable. And I would say like with LeBron, for most of his prime, he was durable. It's like that's not a nigga I get on. But like you said, Kobe, that nigga even had like fucked up shoulders and shit. Still was playing.
Man, definitely 100%. See, Kobe, that's why a lot of these dudes that came up under Kobe Bryant, they just built different. You know what I'm saying? That Kobe bunch came in the league, and they the ones that studied with him, they came in different, man. We're coming into a sport now where these dudes are shooting half court shots. Everybody want to jack up the three. They don't care about the midi no more. You passing up open layups just to go shoot the three ball. Like, bro, what happened to basketball, bro? Let's get back to playing some ball like we used to hoop. That mid range, let me tell you something. That mid range will take you around the world. I don't care where you at in the United States or in the Philippines. If you got a midi, you good. They don't even shoot the midi no more.
Yeah, see I like 3 level scores. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like a nigga who could bust your ass up around that mid range. I like 3 level scores.
Man, definitely. Like the guys like Carmelo Anthony. You know what I'm saying? That'll bang with you. You know what I mean? Guys that go all the way. These dudes don't even play defense, bro. You can't even play defense in the league no more. So you kind of just asking yourself, like, man, what is really going on here, man? Like, what are we doing? But hey, basketball is basketball, and I love the sport, so it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So, but I seen you got this Brian Norman and Bernie the Botcher exposed Jaron Ennis and Devin Haney. Who you taking in that Brian Norman Devin Haney fight?
Yeah, I got Brian Norman socking that nigga up.
Socking him up?
Yeah, he gonna
Yeah.
beat that nigga ass.
Tell me what makes you think he can do it.
Man, cause that nigga Devin is a bitch. That nigga don't got no chin.
Devin, okay.
Yeah, he gonna get socked up, and like they said, it's personal. Them
Okay.
niggas talking about them niggas was talking about Brian Norman Senior mom who just passed away. Them niggas got
Mm-hmm.
something extra to fight for.
Right. Same
And
thing. Like, go
yeah,
ahead. My fault. Go ahead. My bad.
and for me, I always be looking at that when it come to competition, like when like one team or a player got a little bit something extra to fight for or compete for. I be taking that shit in consideration.
I can dig that. So when you say Devin ain't got no chin, like explain to me what made you think that?
Nah, well, one, I feel like he don't even believe in his chin as much. And I'm talking, I could take it back. Okay, after the Ryan shit, how that nigga went on ESPN and even he said, "Oh, I might never be the same fighter again." Even though like you was on ESPN just trying to rub in the steroid shit, but that came out of your mouth. And then of course everybody gonna say, "Look at how he fought
Mm-hmm.
against Jose Ramirez."
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, like, this might be a fighter that don't believe in his defense and his ability to take a punch.
Okay. Well, if I may, my thing is especially about the Devin Haney. Devin Haney has been dragged in deep waters with the Ryan Garcia thing, Ryan being on steroids, as we all know. But he got up after those 3 knockdowns, and every round that Devin got knocked down in was the only rounds that he lost. We seen Devin hurt from round one. If you remember that left hook that hit him, he was hurt from round one, and he still boxed beautifully. You know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of respect for Brian Norman, but are you gonna be here for a while? Would you let me? Can I cook real fast?
No,
Is it
yeah,
cool
yeah,
if I
keep
cook?
going.
All right,
Yeah,
let me
yeah.
cook. So when I look at dudes like Brian Norman, I say, yeah, he been knocking dudes out. That's special. But then I see him getting hit with left hands, constantly having no defense, jumping left hooks. Every time he throws a shot, he's off balance. He's jumping off of his feet and things like that. So I'm like, man, what is going on? He's from Top Rank. So I said, man, let me go look at this dude's resume, man. So I look at his resume. Have you seen his resume?
Oh yeah, I've been fucking with Brian for a minute. Yep.
Yeah. So it's hard for me to call you an elite fighter when you're fighting dudes 5 and 32, 5 and 39 and 2, 12, 14, 3, 7, 2 wins, 33 losses, 4 wins, 9 losses, 1 win, 8 losses, 3 wins, 7 losses, 5 wins, 33, 7 and 1. Hold on, it's gonna get a little better. You said I got a little time. 9 and 24, 9 and 17, 2 and 30, 7 and 2, 5 and 1, 5 and 39, 12. I mean, I can keep going, but it's gonna get worse. So when I asked myself, what's going on? I said, man, that's the Top Rank cooking right there. Top Rank knows how to build fighters. So what you do is they throw you in there with a lot of bums, you bum bash. Brian Norman's been knocking out dudes that been had double digit knockout losses already. Brian Norman fought a guy that was 7 and at the time he was 7-68. Dude ended up losing. He was ended up his career 7-81. Double digit knockout losses by 50 knockouts. So I'm just thinking, I'm like, man, what's really going on? Like, what's up with this dude? So then I know you guys like to bring up pack of noodles, Sasaki. Jin Sasaki is a top ranked pass around. Jin Sasaki was in top ranked boxing gyms getting schlepped. Like he was like the Hennessy bottle in the hood just getting tossed around, right? Then you say, well, what about Quentin Randall? He didn't knock Quentin Randall out. Quentin Randall with the distance with him. And arguably that was a good fight. He knocked out the boy that was 32-0, which he won the belt. And I'm just like, okay, well, let me look at his resume. So then I got to his resume, and it looked a lot like Brian Norman's resume. And I said, okay. And then I thought to myself, I said, wait a minute. Devin Haney has fought the better competition. Devin Haney showed you who he can be in a ring when he's in trouble. Devin Haney showed you he has a granite chin by getting up 3 times. And every fighter Devin Haney's fought, besides Ryan Garcia, he sent up to the hospital with broken ribs. Now you mentioned the Jose Ramirez fight. So let me give you a little insight on that. So the reason why Devin fought like that in that Jose Ramirez fight is because when he went to train with Shane Mosley up in Big Bear, California, I've been to Big Bear. That's my little spot or whatever. Love Big Bear. He was training with Shane, and Shane was going back and telling Golden Boy what was going on. So Shane pretty much gave the blueprint out to Golden Boy. I know it sounds funny. I just got a little insight. I got insight.
Yeah.
So at the very end, that's when Devin switched up his fighting style. And that's why Devin fought like that. Now I know that don't sound believable, but it's an actual fact, and I can actually prove it.
No, I mean, I'm thinking about the connection. I'm like, the shit could be true, because of the Golden Boy Mosley connection. You never know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's only like that because my behind the scenes guys actually talk to Bill and Devin, so we get firsthand knowledge. Like, hey, wow. So we actually getting this right. So I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. But a lot of people during this fight, bro, I've been hearing, oh yeah, Brian gonna do this and Brian gonna do that, but they're banking on Devin having PTSD. And I'm like, that's not gonna be it. But I'm not gonna end there, but I'm gonna let you pick it up because I've been blowing hot air.
Yeah, the only correction I say, you see, like Norman, they got picked up with top rank. I want to say like 22 or 23. So they was kind of doing a similar path that even like Devin and them talked about, where they just go to Mexico and they just like fight niggas so they could get the most fights they can. So that that would kind of explain the record, like you said, like all the dudes with certain amount of losses and shit. So yeah, that's that. And then I would say like even the Quentin Randall fight, like to me that wasn't like a pleasing like an eye pleasing fight to watch. But he did win. But like you said, he didn't get the knockout. Jensen Saki, them, having them type of fights. Derek Cuevas, dudes from different countries, like the top rated welterweights in their countries. But he had like highlight reel knockouts over them and shit. Them was just like good showings for him, I feel. But coming back to Devin now, that Big Bear shit is funny. The whole leaking information and shit. I that could be a thing. Because that relationship is tough between Mosley and Golden Boy. So I'm like, yeah, you never know about certain shit like that. But I'm like, man, regardless of that, bro, just that type of fighting like that, like nigga, that's a disrespect to the fans. Like niggas ain't staying up to see no type of bullshit like that. So yeah, that was just some bullshit. Like it ain't no excuse to be fighting like that. That was some bullshit.
Well, to me, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to go get the Ryan fight, so he said, let me just do this real fast, which if you remember, before the situation happened with Ryan, they was like Dev came in with a bad game plan, which was true. Devin did come in with a bad game plan. He should not have did that, try to knock that man out. That's why you ended up like that. So yeah, Ryan was on the peds, but you still came into the wrong game plan. That's just for one. So, and then they was like, oh, he can't block this. He wasn't blocking the left hook. He wasn't doing that. When he goes into the Jose Ramirez fight, if you go look at Jose Ramirez and study Jose Ramirez, you have to stand in front of Jose Ramirez for him to get those type of shots off, right? So that's why Devin was pretty much on his toes, exchanging when he needed to exchange. So, did you see Devin Haney get hit with any type of left hooks in that fight with Jose Ramirez?
Oh no, he took all that away from him.
Right. And if you and I just want to bring up another thing too. Because we kind of went past, we kind of like jogged over Brian Norman, but Brian Norman fought a guy, bro, and it ended up in a no contest because Brian Norman said he couldn't see. So when he was taking deep waters, he couldn't see. And this is Boa Chica, who dropped him with a jab coming straight in with his head, with his chin out like he always does, leaves his chin on the line, bop, and dropped him. Are you familiar with that one?
Yeah, that's
Boca Chica.
the boy chicken, yeah, and I even like, I mean, you could take his word or not, but his dad even be, explaining what happened with that situation, like with the knockdown and everything. So yeah, they ain't shy to even talk about the knockdown. It was a legit knockdown and everything. Yep.
Right. So when you translate that into being in there with a professional like Devin Haney, you think you can get away with those same mistakes fighting Devin Haney?
Well, shit. I mean, I don't feel like that nigga's no like mastermind, box like how he be taught. If you pay, whoop de whoop. I don't feel like he like no highly skilled fighter like that. Like, to me, Devin Haney got flaws too. But hell yeah, I feel like he gonna crack that nigga. But as far as like leaving a chin open and all that shit, like I said, one thing I could say I've been seeing is a nigga improving. As fights go on, I feel like he finally getting into the just like a little phase of his career where like he actually putting together good fights.
Okay, so we call a fight with pack of noodles a good fight.
Nah,
Just Sasaki.
hey, nigga, that's a number one welterweight coming out of Japan, and that you better respect that nigga, number one
Okay.
welterweight coming out of Japan. Yeah.
So I don't know if you knew this already, but he was knocked out by a 135 pounder, right?
Yep, come from the lower
Yeah.
weight classes. Yep.
Yeah. So it's like you're number one coming out of Japan. I mean, the only person I can say is actually really good coming out of Japan is Noi Inoue. Is he from Japan or China? Because I'll be mixing that up, bro.
Out of Japan.
Yeah, no disrespect to no anyway, but I just don't know. But I can say he's a great thing coming out of there. But after the Brian Norman fight, this guy is sparring in a train station. He's sparring in the train station. So get Jin Sasaki packing noodles up out of here. So who do we go to? What's the guy that was 32-0 that Brian Norman knocked out? Who was that guy again? I can see. I got you right now, bro. Don't even worry about it. 32. Okay, he fought that's Devin, my bad. Jin Sasaki, Derek Quaver, no. Giovanni Santillan. Let's talk about
Santillan. That's
Santillan.
They call that the setup fight. That was the fight to get Brian kicked off.
Right.
Yeah.
Now the thing with Giovanni Santillan is this is what you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta go and see, man, how strong is that 32? How strong is that 32, bro? Like, how strong is those 32 people that you beat? When we go through the resume, you say, oh, nah, bro, this is a top ranked setup right here. This ain't right. This ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? But I like to give a shout out to both the Pops, if I didn't do it already, both of their dads, homie, who they showed out. They promoted this fight. They showed that two black fighters can make money together because we done forgot Bam Bam Rodriguez was on the card. We're not talking about Abdullah Mason. We're not talking about Anthony Yard and David Benavidez. We're talking about Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. So those fathers deserve their flowers in that situation. Would you agree with that?
Oh yeah, that was I was just talking about that earlier. I feel like them niggas like today they could have even went like bigger as far as putting like both the dads on the podium, having them speak, because them niggas been selling the shit out this whole card.
When they was on the stage at the top rank thing, they was talking heavy. When Bill got up like we could fight right now, and I'm like, okay, these two they selling, they doing what they supposed to do. I got respect for both of the young fighters, man. I got a lot of respect for the young fighters, but I just have to say Devin Haney is just on another level than Brian Norman, just another level, and I think Brian Norman is gonna be worse than the Regis Prograis fight.
Hell nah. We gonna crack that nigga. Nah.
I I, I,
Hell no.
I don't think I told you this. This is my prediction. I got Devin Haney stopping this dude in 6 or 7 rounds, bro.
Oh,
Stopping him.
well, shit. Yeah, we'll be there to see because nigga like Brian Norman Sr. That nigga say that's when Devin getting stopped. He got money on that shit too. Them niggas coming to crack that nigga chin.
And
That's
that's gonna be the problem, little Brian, bro. You gotta understand this. Remember when Ricky Hatton was going in there to knock out Floyd Mayweather, and what ended up happening? The boxer always beats the puncher. Caught him with something coming in, bam, sent him. How many boxers have you seen beat punchers? I'll bring up one, and I love Deontay. I don't care what nobody say. I feel like he was cheated. But you seen what Tyson Fury did. He was a boxer, bro. The boxer always beats the puncher.
yeah. I mean, if you can sit back, it's probably now. The thing is, even if you got a fighter that's the quote unquote better skilled and shit, that's where the whole coaching part come in. That's another thing I look at too. Nigga, I trust Brian Norman Sr. way more than I trust Bill as a coach.
And that's the thing.
But,
See, and
hey,
I like that you said that, my brother, because Bill Haney's not the only coach. You talking about coaches like the man that been coached by Floyd Mayweather, Senior Floyd Mayweather, Junior Roger Mayweather, Freddie Roach. The long list of coaches just go spread far. Anthony Yard, coach Devin Haney. This guy is a mix of gumbo. You feel what I'm saying? So his skills, he's everything. But then I heard the craziest thing that I heard some crazy stuff today on Twitter when a guy says Devin Haney is tailor made for Brian Norman. Do you agree with that?
tailor made. I never thought about like if he tailor made. I never really thought about that. But see me, I'll be having the same thought even if I said he wasn't tailor made. Yeah, I don't know about the tailor made shit. But then I go like why you bring that up? Go ahead, like break it down. Or what's your
So,
rebuttal?
so I brought that up to say this. We never seen Devin Haney go in this. When he fought Jojo Diaz, he didn't fight the same way he fought his last opponent. When he fought Loma, he didn't fight that way when he fought Regis. When he fought Ryan, he didn't fight that way when he fought Ramirez. Devin Haney is capable of going in there fighting in any different style he wants to. Sometimes he'll switch the style up every 3 rounds. The thing is, Brian Norman is not a boxer. Brian Norman don't know how to cut up the ring. Brian Norman don't have no feet. Brian Norman likes to lunge in, do them jump hooks like George or Frazier used to do. You have to stand in front of Brian Norman for Brian Norman to knock you out. I know you guys like to say that he's a good inside, he can fight inside the pocket, but man, he gets hit with so many left hands. You know what I'm saying? It being in that pocket. Does a young man have power? Yeah, but how do you want me to judge the power when you're knocking out bums who've been knocked out 6 or 7, 8, 10 times before you get to him? I don't understand that. I can't. That part cannot be explained to me. Can you break that down for me?
All right, so for example, we was talking about Santillan, Derek Cuevas, Jensen Saki and shit. Definitely, like Cuevas lost. Jensen Saki, like you said, he had been, stopped pretty like at the lower weight class, the guy from 135. So yeah, I understand all of that. But as far as like him getting a hit and shit by these dudes, I mean, I just look they never banked on being like the best defensive fighters. And like I said, once again, him and his dad, they even explained that like they understand what their weakness is or what they might be lacking of as far as like fighters and shit. But they just work with what they got and they know how to put it all together.
Okay, I can understand that, and they can do that. But my thing is this, though. If you pay attention to all the Brian Norman fights, what do all those guys got in common? Every last one of them.
Oh well, yeah, you said you was talking about the basically you was talking about like the padded resume, a whole bunch of
They're all flat-footed fighters.
moves.
They're flat-footed fighters. Every last one of them was flat-footed fighters. Had no skills on the level of Devin Haney. Now I can ask you this because you seem like an honest brother, man. Is this not Brian Norman's biggest test?
I'm gonna say, yeah, the biggest test because not only just like the stage it's on, but then if you're talking about like the quality of opposition, I'm really saying yeah because like you said, the different type of fighter that he is, you know, what I'm saying like the different type of look, a dude that could give him a lot of movement and shit. But I think where shit we might be in disagreement at, I don't look at Devin Haney as like this highly skilled fighter. I think he a dude who do a whole bunch of movement, but I don't see like this highly skilled fighter.
And I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? You got your view of things, but um let's talk about this. If I may. Brian Norman, they said Brian Norman was very, very athletic. Is that can we agree upon it? He's athletic?
See, I say like okay, like, I'm gonna say this for like a black fighter, I don't
Mhm.
rate his athleticism like nowhere off the charts. I would say he probably like more strong and hard hitting than athletic.
Okay, I can rock with that. So so yeah, I was going to ask you, was he more athletic than Vasily Lomachenko? Does he have the same angles as a Vasily Lomachenko? Can he put Devin in uncomfortable positions like a Vasily Lomachenko? Is he thinking 10 punches ahead like a Vasily Lomachenko? Can he outthink Devin Haney? See, the thing is this, and that was a trick question too. The thing is this: when you get under those type of lights and you get this type of attention, bro, your them gloves get heavy, your feet get heavy, you get them butterflies because you never been in this situation before under these type of lights. So it's just kind of like, okay, what you gonna do? Is he gonna sink or swim? But I'm gonna let you answer those questions.
Well, see, yeah, look, as far as like athletes, like for example, I would not if I was to compare like athleticism, nah, I'm gonna say Lomachenko got like a edge in that as far as like the athleticism and shit. But like you said, as far as like being under the lights and all that shit, it's about if you could put the shit together. Them niggas hella comfortable. Them niggas ain't going for none of this bullshit Devin and them doing. It's about can you put the shit together under them lights as well. And I for me, I just got belief that they can. I know that they coming in there and they gonna fuck that nigga up. And then as far as let's force it like Lomachenko and shit. Because matter of fact, I want to go back to something that you was talking about, like Devin Haney, he didn't had all these trainers and shit. He didn't also got rid of all them niggas. That long list you was talking about, he also got rid of them niggas. So them niggas wasn't doing enough if he got rid of them.
Okay, to piggyback off of that right there, I mean, you get the message. When you get the message, you receive it, then you move on. I mean, you got there wasn't going to be his long term trainers or anything like that. You got the message, he got the little training that he needed, and now it's time to move on. As far as as far as like, I'm gonna say it like this: do you remember when George Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez?
Oh yeah, I watched that.
Do you remember how high everybody was on Kambosos? Remember how high they was? Oh, Kambosos this, Kambosos this, Kambosos this. Remember that?
I'm trying like as far as like oh, you talking about before the fight or after?
No, like when he beat Tio.
Okay, when he beat it,
Yeah,
That was the kids. That shit was hella shocking. Yeah,
right. I mean, he was the best thing since sliced bread, right?
and
So
coming out of Australia, hell yeah.
so now here comes step in Devin Haney, the WBC champion, right? What did Devin do to that dude?
Yeah, neutralized you know, in another snooze fest, if you ask me, but neutralized the shit out of him, played it,
Mhm.
you know, did what he had to do. And, you know, to me, that wasn't even Devin stepping on the gas. That shit was just easy as hell for him. Yeah,
Right.
he pieced him up, he tattooed his ass up.
But Tio struggled with this guy. Let's talk about Regis Prograis. Everybody loved Regis before the Devin Haney fight. Oh, Regis gonna knock him out. Regis a knockout artist. Remember, Regis only had lost to the undisputed champion at the weight class. He only lost to him, and that was pretty much that was debatable. That was debatable. But that was the only one. And Regis was the boogeyman at 140. He was the best at that time. Devin went in there, masterclass performance. So it's gonna be the same with Brian Norman, and then and I'm not saying this is you, But all these other dudes that's on Twitter and in these spaces right here, they're gonna oh, Devin's fighting this person in February. Okay, let's go be behind him. It's kind of like what they did to Floyd Mayweather.
Well, shit. I mean, yeah, we have to see who that, whoever that fighter be against whenever the nigga lock up again next. But I mean, what I could tell you, it ain't gonna be with that WBO belt. That's what his next fight won't be with. Um, and like you were saying earlier, he got what he could get from all these dudes that's training, and then he move on. But to me, that's a weakness because you dealing with all these other dudes, but Brian, he got somebody that's been in his corner way longer. Like for example, when TBC, when he go up in there, a lot of people always say he got the coaching edge already because we trust his team way more than them. That's something that you can't just substitute. When you get in all these trainers, and I'm gonna just learn this from him and that's it. Nah, that's not no good relationship to build upon.
Okay, the one constant coach he had in his corner is Bill Haney, who actually coached him to Undisputed. Now, even though this may not be popular, what I'm about to say, but Brian Norman has never been in there with a world champion. Brian Norman has never gone 12 rounds, so we got to check his motor with that one being said. But the thing is this about Devin Haney. Since he was a child, he's been learning from Zab Judah, Floyd Mayweather, and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? He has this knowledge. And I know a lot of people say, hey, your resume don't speak for you, but the things you learned in those fights speak for you, right? We've seen Devin Haney in deep waters, like I said before, and we've seen him get up and fight. We've seen him get up and fight. Now, my thing with Brian Norman is you've never been tested. You've never been 12 rounds. You gas out a lot. So pretty much the only thing I see people banking on is Devin having PTSD. And I'm pretty sure you be in these spaces, you've seen the same thing that I've seen. But if that's what people are banking on, then it's a problem. And one more thing, because you mentioned that about the trainers again. When you have the same trainer, like Arrow had Derek James, right? Arrow had Derek James. Bud was able to pick that off because you're not doing anything different. You're doing the same thing. This is the same coach. Y'all doing the same exact thing. So switching up coaches is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not predictable then. Would you agree?
All right. Well, see, like I said, I use the same example from earlier. It depends on like the coach of team. Now, TBC, his situation is special because he got a three-headed monster. But look, my thing is this: he switching up coaches, but they also say you don't really get to reap the benefits of a coach. Like these trainers, they say we need at least like 3 training camps before we can really start catching some type of rhythm together. And so he's switching these niggas out in like one training camp and shit. Like Shane Mosley and them. So I don't know if he really reaping like a whole bunch of benefits from them.
Well, if we remember, Shane Mosley wasn't in the corner, and when he bring these other coaches in, it's just to work on certain things with them. Remember, Devin's been in that Mayweather gym since he was a child, so everything he knows instinctively because he's been doing this in doghouse rules and things like that. So his body already knows it. So switching trainer is just actually adding on something new to your resume. You know what I'm saying? But you had said something, bro, and it kind of slips my mind at the time, so I'm gonna pass it back to you until I remember what you said.
But shit, I just say like a smart little rebuttal to that. That nigga been in the Mayweather gym for all these years and all that, but when he get under them bright lights in front of another fighter that's as young as him and Ryan Garcia, he sure wasn't looking like Mayweather that night. And even Mayweather went on IG and was talking about, oh, Devin, he got to learn how to, like he got to learn defense, like when he basically like standing in front of a motherfucker. Even Floyd was on IG saying that shit. That nigga really don't understand defense when he's standing like mid range with somebody getting pieced up and shit. That nigga was getting his ass pieced up. Like you said, that nigga come out the gate getting clocked that left hook, getting his jaw cracked.
Right. And you 1000% correct. Devin Haney had the worst game plan ever because he went in there to prove a point to knock Ryan Garcia out now, right? And then if we remember Ryan Garcia, this dude came in the fight night 170. That dude was yoked. He was yoked. Now Ryan Garcia is already a fat. That left hand come out fast. and we know it's already powerful. Now mixing it with Ostarine and Nandrolone, that makes it even stronger. And shout out to Subriel Matias for just testing positive for Ostarine. They need to take that belt from you, partner.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, and when you're on performance enhancing drug, Ryan was already Ryan already had a fast left hook with power. Like I said, once he mixed it with that, it made it even. It was a cannon after that. But the way Devin Haney got up, that showed heart right there. And then I understand that Mayweather and Bill, they went back and forth or whatever, because we all tell Dev, hey, dude, you had the wrong game plan, partner. That it was the wrong game plan. And if Dev would have came out there and boxed, he would have beat Ryan. Easy, because we seen what happened to Ryan his very next fight with Rolly Romero, and you just don't get beat up by Rolly Romero, bro. That's not cool to lose to Rolly Romero.
Yeah. So the thing about Ryan, like the whole, he coming out 170, whatever. See, that shit might have surprised the hell out of that nigga too, because they always say Haney used to that shit. Yeah, Haney used to being a weight bully. They who was it? Mauricio Solomon said when Haney was fighting like 135, one of his rehydration weights was like 160 something. I'm like, damn, that's almost 30 pounds. So that's another factor too. That nigga probably wasn't used to finding a nigga who could match him or beat him on size and weight and shit.
The thing about that with Mauricio, silly man, Mauricio would say anything, dude. Mauricio is just I don't know what to say about Mauricio. Shout out to the WBC. Like I say, the thing about that is you got to ask yourself, what was you? Let's put ourselves in the mind of Ryan Garcia. I just got knocked out by Tank Davis. I can't take another loss to a black fighter, to a slick back fighter, a black American fighter, because that's going to end me. So what do? I take these steroids. I go in there and put on an excellent performance. I get the nod, and all I got to do is say, no, I didn't do this, no, I didn't do this, and no, I didn't do that. And you're going to perfectly get away with it. Now, the thing is, you brought up something so special when you said that Devin Haney comes in, he drained himself. He drains himself a lot. So doesn't that mean Devin's the natural bigger man at 147?
No. Just because he not training himself, that don't mean that he the bigger man. Nope.
Oh, okay. So when I seen them stare down, Devin looked bigger than Brian. Height was about right there. Devin probably be an inch taller. Brian Norman got the same length. I think it's 7'2", and Devin's a 7'1", and that's the same length that Jose Ramirez has. But then the thing is we got to ask each other this, and we just got to be honest with each other. Brian Norman is slow, bro. You can tell he's telegraphs everything he does. You actually see him coming. I watched him fight, and dudes was bobbing and weaving because they seen him coming. They seen the punches coming. I mean, will we agree on that?
But even then, is Devin gonna see all them bitches?
I think by Devin not weight draining himself no more, I think with Devin Haney coming in to close to the shape that he be in, I think Devin gonna see everything, and I think Devin is gonna set traps. We forget boxing is a thinking man's game, bro, and that takes a lot out of you thinking. Now, what happens if Brian Norman doesn't have a gas tank already because he never went 12, and Devin is beating his body up the same way he beat Lomachenko's body up? What if Brian Norman hit Devin with a good one, but Devin done beat his ribs up and his stomach up so bad there's no more oomph on him because he's out of breath, or he can't, he can't give the same energy that he gave before all those body shots. What happens if that happens?
I mean, that is surprised the shit out of me, because a nigga that's beating up ribs and body and stuff, the same nigga who got to ask another nigga, do I have power? That don't sound like a nigga that's beating up a nigga ribs and shit. Not to me.
And you're talking about the Jose Ramirez, the Jose Ramirez spot.
Yeah.
Right?
That don't
Jose
sound like a
Ramirez
nigga
fight.
that's beating up shit.
I think what that was to say, because people was calling him pillow fisted, I think is, do I have power? Do I have power then? Because Floyd used to tell him as a youngster, don't worry about the power yet. It's gonna come as you grow, as you come up in weight. Now let's remember, Devin Haney has 15 knockouts, right? So he's 2 fights over his knockout. He got 32 wins, 30 plus 30. Negative 30 is 15, right? 15, add 2 more on 17. So he has a 47, 48% KO ratio. Will we agree with that?
Yeah, somewhere around there. Like him, yeah, him and
Okay.
Shakur, the niggas under 50.
Yeah, if the math is right now, and you can look this up and see if I'm lying. Every fighter he fought beside outside of Ryan Garcia went to the hospital with broken ribs. I seen when he hit Ryan and Ryan banged them gloves together, and he staggered back and banged them gloves together. I seen the power then. I seen when he was dropping Regis Prograde, and every time he hit Regis body is shake because Regis hurt. Now moving up and not having to deplete yourself, you have more water on the brain, you have more muscle mass and things like that. I think that's going to help Devin, and that's going to be a problem for Brian Norman because we're going to see Devin's power again. Pass to you.
Yep, and that's all cool. But you fucking with a nigga who ain't been doing that shit either. He like they said, they make the weight comfortably, so they ain't depleting themselves and all that. And then back to a little something you was asking earlier about, who's the bigger, who's the bigger man and all that. Nigga, who the stronger man? Which nigga hitting harder? That's what I'm more concerned about.
You know what? You got a great, excellent point there. You got a good point, and I'm gonna have to answer it with this one, though. I'm gonna have to answer it with this one. I cannot judge your power because you was knocking out dudes that was knocked out double-digit times before they got you, or was knocked out 3 to 4 times before you got to them. I cannot judge your power that way because these dudes been getting knocked out. You didn't do nothing. You didn't do nothing special. These dudes been whooped before.
All right. So now the only thing we could do, okay, we both got, niggas with gym stories behind them. Now we got even niggas from Philly saying, hey, this nigga got power. But if we want to go that route, I'm gonna be petty too. And now I could say we could talk about the one thing that we didn't got on record as far as the niggas that they didn't been in the ring together with, even if it's sparring.
Mm-hmm.
Both them niggas hopped in the ring with GTD, and the results definitely wasn't the same. And I know you know about that shit too.
Definitely know about it. They actually got a video of Dev whooping on this dude for about a good 30 minutes. It's on one of those bigger channels. I'm not here to mention it, but there was actually proof about that. If I didn't see it, I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? That he did this to Javante. I need to see it for myself. We seen what Devin Haney did in those sparrings. I didn't see what Brian did, but I've seen what Brian did when fighting bums. You knock bums out, bro. That's what you do. And remember this. Devin is the man that's moving up, bro. He's the one that's moving up, so he's going to be more comfortable. Today, what I seen Brian Norman, I seen that dude was dry. He looked like he was hungry. Though I know he's going to make the weight, I feel like this weight cut is bad. He's been at this weight class since he was 16. You know what I'm saying? He's 22 now. And I think it's time for him to move up. And that's going to be the excuse when Devin beats him. I need to move up. It was hard for me to make this weight.
Nah. My nigga already on record saying they make the weight comfortably. He making the weight easier now that he didn't, learn how to make weight more and all that. So now we ain't going for none of that.
I like how you said that. I like how you said that, bro.
We ain't going for none of that.
So let me go on to rebuttal that with this one. Ain't that the same thing Boot said? And then he moved up right after he said it.
Well, that you got two niggas that's cut from a different cloth, and that's why we here tonight. That's them is some bitch ass niggas out of Philly. We ain't the same as them niggas. Brian Norman ain't from no Philly. He ain't no soft nigga from Philly.
Man, shout out to Philly. Shout out to Philly.
We ain't them scary ass niggas that moved up.
Right. So I take it. So you from G8 and you from Georgia.
Nah, that's where Brian Norman and them niggas from. Them niggas from, you know what I'm saying? We ain't fucking with no niggas out of the Philly gym. That whole YSM channel, whatever. Yeah. We on them niggas asses.
YSM? Bro,
yeah, whatever. The Jaron Ennis channel, basically. That's the best way to put it.
Oh, okay. I get you now. Yeah. Jaron Ennis channel. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. The channel he hide behind. He only do interviews with them niggas, running from tough questions.
Okay. Well, I can respect that because you drew a line in the sand. My thing is this though. Are we gonna factor in experience here? Or are we just gonna take power over experience? Because you can have as much power as you want in the world, but if you can't land it, what happens? Arturo Gotti had power. We see what Floyd did to him. I can't remember the guy named bald head, tall Mexican guy 135 was supposed to destroy Floyd.
Yeah, Chico.
Yeah, and you see what Floyd did to him. So if we doubting Haney, this is a bad thing to do. Like you can't doubt a man that's proven, bro.
I mean, he got the experience. You know, a nigga ain't going against that. He got as far as like the experience edge. You know, fighting at the championship level. You know, more championship fights, shit like that. He got all that, but we all know resumes don't win fights.
You know, it's good that you said that, and I like how you brought that up, brother. But that resume, what that resume does, you can't take it in there to fight, but you fought everybody on that resume, and you took something from that fighter that you fought that night. Now, let's say Devin can do this because we know Devin Haney mixes up his fighting style in every different fight, and he'll switch it up in the ring on you as well. Let's say, what would you say if Devin Haney start fighting like Vasily Lomachenko?
Hey, hey, that shit wouldn't surprise me. I mean, hey, this nigga he go around switching trainers. Now he gonna steal the shit from a nigga that you know, he fought the same way he steal Floyd talking points. That shit wouldn't surprise me at all. So yeah,
Oh,
let him go ahead and try to do them angles and shit. He still other nigga shit already. That nigga go around trying to do everything GTD do. GTD get tattoos, he get tattoos. That nigga talk like Floyd. He steal everything from niggas. So that shit wouldn't surprise me.
okay, well, let's talk about GTD for a second. Mr. Tank Davis, Miss Wahid went to
Brother Abdul.
yeah, Abdul, the one that turned Muslim after Devin Haney. Uh, let's.
Yeah, that nigga.
So how could you prepare for a fighter like that? How could you prepare for a style like Devin Haney when you don't know what's the style going to be? You don't know what the style's going to be because this man fights in too many different styles. So anybody I bring into the ring with me, bringing my sparring partners, I don't know if they're going to mimic the style that he's coming with because, like you just said, he steals everybody else's flavor. So how could you prepare for that mentally? And you had said one more thing. Oh yeah, there you go. When you say he stole Floyd line. Well, Floyd is the greatest. Floyd is the GOAT in boxing, and that's the guy who he's been around. So I can see why he emulated. Kobe Bryant emulated Michael Jordan, and we all said this as hoopers. You reach, I teach. And that's from the great Michael Jordan. Have you not said that as a hooper?
Yeah. Now let's go back to one thing though.
Okay.
Like you said, Floyd said, but hey, Floyd also said Devin Haney, nigga, he said on that IG, he said, nah, nigga, you don't got it. You might look, you think you got it, but you don't got it. Floyd was trying to tell that nigga daddy, your son don't got them skills like that. That's why he was getting his ass pieced up.
Okay.
You just you just look like you got it.
And that's good that you said that, man. That's crazy. I like how you just said that because it was actually Floyd Sr., the one that said, this guy is the closest person to my son. Now, like I say, we can go back to this Ryan situation. Ryan Garcia was not the Ryan Garcia that fought Rolly Romero. That Ryan Garcia was on performance-enhancing drugs, which helps you with your performance. They help you. You had nandrolone in your system. You're on video taking a liquid IV, green IV, which was illegal. You already came in 3 pounds over the weight. You're disrespecting the sport. And on top of that, you're taking steroids, bro. You can actually hurt somebody. You can't play boxing. This is for real. You can't play this. You can't play boxing. It's real. So will we be celebrating Ryan Garcia? And would everybody be celebrating Ryan Garcia if Ryan Garcia did that to Vasily Lomachenko?
Nah, because you gotta understand it. Well, you already know the factor in that point. A lot of niggas want to see Haney get clipped.
Mm-hmm. So are we saying it's okay for guys to be on PEDs and cheat?
I'm gonna say it's becoming more acceptable, and then I take in consideration them niggas fighting in a different country as well. So you know, as far as like the testing and shit, even like the commissions is different. You know what I'm saying? It might be some more of a loophole over there. Who knows?
I mean, well, we seen Ryan Garcia and them fight in the States. Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fights in the States. When they called Canelo Alvarez on for PEDs, the whole Reynoso camp is on PEDs. Jaime Munguia was the last one that popped dirty from the Eddie Reynoso camp, just shining light on the Eddie Reynoso camp. The FBI's investigating basketball. They need to investigate the Eddie Reynoso gym, who everybody's got caught on PEDs. Now, as we was coming up to the Bud Crawford fighting Canelo Alvarez, you seen a lot of people saying, well, Canelo Alvarez is the bigger man. He's got to knock Bud out. And didn't skills pay the bills that night?
Wait, Canelo versus who again? Versus TBC?
Bud Crawford.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, they was all saying, oh, Canelo, he's skilled. He's going to knock him out. He's going into this bigger weight class. And what if Canelo hits him and Bud can't take it? We seen Canelo hit Bud, and Bud hit him 7 more times after that. So what happens when Devin Haney goes in here throwing all these combinations, and your boy Brian Norman never seen that before, because every fight he's been in, he's never been in there with a technical fighter on the prowess of a Devin Haney. Will we agree that?
Well, shit. See, I don't know if I'm gonna see a nigga like Devin throwing all these combos and shit. Because I mean, shit, is a nigga gonna be fighting scary again or what? And, you know, I don't know what to expect from this nigga, man. And then them niggas laughing at his power. Now, is they gonna be able to take his power? Who knows? But I don't know if we gonna see a nigga throwing combos and all that.
Okay, we only seen one person kind of come to Devin Haney, and he was on steroids. Everybody else, they're not running through Devin punches. I mean, they can laugh all they want to, but when they get in the ring with him, ask Regis Prograis, ask Ramirez. You know what I'm saying? And what is the objective when you go into that boxing ring? What is the main thing you want to do?
It really depends on which you say. It depends on which fighter. I know the hit not get hit shit, but you got some niggas like an Earl Spence. Them niggas coming to put pain on the nigga. You know, that's what it is. It just depends on how a nigga coming in that ring that night.
You didn't answer the question for me, brother. What is the objective when you step in the ring?
Nah, I did. It depends on which fighter you asking. Not all of them come in with it with the same intention. Like some niggas don't mind that getting hit shit.
They all come in with the same intentions. The objective when you step into a boxing ring is to win. No matter what, you need to win, whether it be by KO, TKO, 12-round decision, split decision. Your main objective is to win. Like Al Davis say, just win, baby. So if Devin pulls the same thing that he did with Jose Ramirez, that's Brian Norman's fault that he can't cut off the ring. All Devin Haney has to do is what? Win.
Yeah. Now, even if he tried, that'd be a sad sight. And this is where I put responsibility on Brian Sr. You supposed to know that's a big possibility that can happen. You know, that Devin come in there with that mindset. And I expect them niggas, and I'm confident that they're gonna be prepared for that. Even if he come in with that style, I'm confident they're gonna be prepared for that.
That's good that you said that, man. You know what, man? Hey, we click so good, don't we? I liked how you just said that. Because the simple thing is this. Is Brian Norman capable of fighting 21 different styles with Devin Haney? Let's say Devin Haney just want to go in there and box. Simple 1-2 jab, move around. Simple 1-2 jab, move around. What if Devin Haney say, you know what? I don't want to do that no more. I'm going to go to your body now. Body attack, body, chop at the bottom, chop at the top. Okay, I don't want to do that no more. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stand in the pocket with you. So we're going to slug it out in the pocket. And guess what? If you try to get some good stuff off of me and I grab you and reset you like I'm going to reset you this whole fight, that's going to throw you off because you never been in there with a guy that can that have made you reset. Is that my phone he's saying? Because it's a computer I'm on. Can you hear me, brother?
Yeah. I hear you. You straight.
It was cool. Shout out to my brother Dank Father in the building. That's my partner. But like I was saying, so when this guy switches up his style in every different round in 12, he switches up his style from round 1 to 12. How do you prepare for that?
I will see. You don't prepare just for the nigga to, for example, like him to just come in there and fight like Jose Ramirez, for example. You know, you don't only prepare for that. Like I said, that's what film is for. You come in there and you watch everything that the niggas could bring to the table. You prepare for the best nigga, you know what I'm saying, who come out there that night. Them niggas already know, yeah. If you're not being arrogant, you know Devin Haney got more foot speed than you and that shit. You know, he just moved better and all that. You got to prepare for all that. That, you know, niggas ain't ignorant to that fact.
Oh, you're right. So what happens when power can't match speed, and that speed is hitting you with power? What did you do then when this man is faster than you? What are you doing when he's setting you up? What are we doing then? Shout out to Mr. Sheldon in the building. You know all my guys, huh?
Yeah. You know, niggas get around and shit, I guess. But yeah, you gotta be prepared for all that, you feel me? Shit, the movement, you know, all that. But you know, all it takes is one punch just for like this nigga, what's his name? For like Devin. All it takes is one punch for that nigga to get rattled. Memories start coming back and shit. So you know how you prepare for that too. And then you talking about, you know, 21 styles and his master boxer skills and all that stuff. This the same nigga that had to tell his daddy he Lomachenko knows what I'm doing.
Mhm.
So that nigga wasn't no master thinker that night.
It took Lomachenko 10 rounds to figure out what Devin Haney was doing. And then come the 11th round, Devin Haney switched his whole style up and cruised to a unanimous decision victory. So, you know, when you say things like that, you know I'm going to have a slick comeback. But yeah, man, my thing is this: Brian Norman has never been in the ring with a guy like Devin Haney. And then I remember what you said about his father training him since he was a little boy, and that's good. Father and son connections need to be great in the sport of boxing, but you can't tell me a dude that's 18 and 11 can teach you anything. What you gonna teach me how to lose? Oops, I wasn't supposed to say that. My bad.
Well, shit. Who was you know, the nigga that the Haney's ran to get some training from? You know, Floyd Senior. I mean, what was Floyd Senior record?
I can't tell you right off the back of my head, bro. I do not know, but I know Floyd has some losses. But Floyd
Some
was.
losses up in there too. You know, the nigga that you know, some of these niggas give so much credit to. You know, Freddie Roach. You
Mhm.
know, I mean, this ain't my trainer to fuck with them, but that's another nigga they all go to. Hell, Earl and Jamel, Derek James. You know, not a stellar record, but that's the nigga they fuck with. Bomac. You know that record ain't too impressive, but another nigga.
I liked how you said that, bro. But I gotta ask you a more personal question here, brother. So you know how you have a son or you have a daughter, and they inherit some of your qualities. Your daughter may have your hair. Your daughter may have your eyes. She might got your skin tone. You know what I'm saying? You know how your child or your son they inherit your genetics, right? Being that Brian Norman been stopped 6 times already, do you think that Brian Norman Jr. inherited that soft chin?
Shit, who knows? I mean, let's see if Haney gonna test it.
We know Devin gonna test it because Brian Norman doesn't have the boxing IQ to get away from Devin Haney. And like I said, he can come in and do everything he wants to do. He can try to bum rush Devin Haney. But the same thing that happens to Ricky Hatton when Floyd caught him with that left coming in, it's over with. And then you still haven't explained to me why does Brian Norman keep his head on the line and what he likes to do is lean his head on your chest. Do you know he can step back and get caught with an uppercut and dropped? Why is he off his feet every time he's throwing a punch?
All right, so for example, the head movement shit, we know not everybody even got that shit. For example, you know, we had a certain fighter like Earl who was having some success getting by without that shit, you know, just off the high guard and all that. Damn, is that me or what?
Yeah, that's you, brother. I was on mute.
Hold on.
I'll take it. I'll take over from
No,
here.
yeah, go ahead and cook. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So the thing is this, and I seen somebody in the chat say I didn't have no, I don't know nothing about boxing. Seems like I do. What my boy said, Devin had over 57 different types of trainers. Definitely, and he definitely showed that he learned everything from them guys by being undefeated now at 32-0, and he learns from the best. When you learn from the best, that makes you the best. If I'm going to a college, right, I want the best professors because they're going to teach me everything I need to do. I don't want a guy that can't teach me what I need to be teach. So yeah, he had a lot of trainers, yeah, but he learned a lot from those Hall of Fame trainers as well. You have to give Devin Haney credit for absorbing the knowledge and doing what he's supposed to do with it. He's not running from anybody. He's stepping on the gas. I seen Devin Haney step to guys and do what he was supposed to do. Now, as far as Brian Norman go, Brian Norman is the best welterweight at one. He's the best welterweight, period. He's the best champion there. He's pound for pound number one in the welterweight division. He is a stone cold knockout artist. Devin Haney's going to have a tall test in front of me, but I think Devin Haney can ace this test with ease because he's been in those situations. The thing is, Brian Norman's never been in a situation where he had to fight a fighter like Devin Haney before. He's never been in nobody there with great footwork, with speed, you know what I'm saying, with counters that can time you. He's never been there before. So when we think of Brian Norman, we say, yeah, you got some great power and you had some great knockout wins. But when you step up in competition and you're fighting these guys who been former world champions, former undisputed world champions, two-time world champions, you know what I'm saying, unified world champions, the the boxer changes, you know what I'm saying? The chin get a lot stronger, the IQ get a lot higher. That's why they say it's levels to this. It's always going to be levels to this. And I just honestly believe, to everybody in the chat, I believe that Brian Norman Jr. is at a JV level while Devin Haney's in the league. And I seen a lot of things happen today. And they was like, well, Devin Haney gave nervous energy. It wasn't nervous energy. I believe Devin showed him, hey, okay, you back, bro?
No, I'm listening. Yeah, go ahead. I hear you.
I was just waiting on you. My bad. I didn't want to take off. I was just waiting on you.
No, keep going. I hear you. Yeah, keep going.
So damn. Okay, so like I said, this fight's gonna come down to IQ here. It's gonna come down to IQ, and when you step up in competition, the IQs get a lot larger. The ring gets a lot smaller. The lights get brighter because you're in a situation now where it's life or death, pretty much. It's life or death. Understanding what Brian Norman got on his plate, if he beats Devin Haney, more money, stardom, endorsements, generational wealth. If he can get past Devin Haney. Devin Haney gains a 3 division. He gains another title, 3 division, and on his way to another undisputed. You know what I'm saying? And more zeros on his paycheck. So I like how these young black fighters are fighting each other. I'm proud of the dads, and I'm proud of them being young FBAs fighting now and not fighting later.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, I felt like, I mean, even from the jump when the fight was like first signed and shit, you know, that's the first thing we seen. You know, I remember like seeing what's the name, Bill and Brian hop on, you know, Malachi show and shit. Them niggas already kicked it off with a bang and shit. So they've been going at it since you know, day one pretty much. And like I said, I mean, I feel like them niggas could have had even like more of a role as far as being showcased by like the zone telecast, broadcast and shit, but them niggas sold that fight. So you know that I ain't agreeing. I mean, I ain't disagreeing with none of that. Yeah, them niggas definitely did their thing with that whole part. Before we get up out of shot, because I just had this phone call, I gotta go make this move. But I'm gonna definitely let you like promote your channel and shit. I'm gonna cook a few more minutes though. But yeah, okay. As far as you know, getting back to this fight and all that, for me, you know what I'm saying? Like one, I'm definitely, you know, going out on limb, but I got my boy Brian, you know what I'm saying, coming home with that stoppage. I'm rolling with the nigga from Atlanta. I understand, you know, Devin, he got you like you said, you know, the whole you know, quote unquote skills and all that shit, been more battle tested under these bright lights, championship level and all that. But you know, this my nigga division, and he definitely gonna stake his claim on that. You feel me?
I 100% agree with you. I guess we'll see after the 22nd, which is on Saturday. Man, thank you for letting me come onto your panel, man, and cook. I'm definitely going to subscribe to your channel, man, definitely. And if you're looking for me, man, I'm Insane Talk, NFL boxing and more, NBA, NFL boxing and more, man. I talk all sports, bro, so we can definitely do it. If I ever catch you back online again, bro, I'm definitely going to come up here and cook with you. Thank you so much for letting me on.
Yeah. Wait, hold on, because look, do this. Put like drop your channel and even like in a private chat, and I'll like post it up in here real quick. They asking you to go live in a chat actually. Matter of fact, here I'm gonna open up. Hold on, let me open up another tab, and I'll just go look for it.
Yeah, I was about to say you're gonna put me on blast, bro. I don't know.
Hold on. Let me. You hear me right?
Yeah, I hear you perfectly.
And I just like say the name of the channel again. I'm gonna put it up in there.
Insane Talk, NBA,
NBA,
NFL, boxing, and more.
Boxing. All right, I'm about to find it right now so I can.
Should be a picture of Kobe.
Yeah, I see the Kobe picture. Yeah, I'm already know that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead. They asking you to go live right now.
Nah, man, I'm about to go on and turn it in, man. The wife just came in. I'm about to go and spend some time with her.
Yeah, I'm posting this nigga channel up in here. Damn, Trey just get up in here all late. It's another one of the partners that be coming up here.
Right, man. I'm definitely gonna subscribe to your channel, man. Peace and blessing. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure. Shit, we'll be bumping into you. I found your channel, so I got you on yours too.
For sure. All right, blessings.
All right, go. Yeah, shit. We had been up in here cooking for a little bit, Trey. I know y'all had cooked on Tuesday and shit. I ain't know if you ever had nothing else up on this shit, but I was just getting ready to shut it down for the most part. But yeah, bro, niggas is going to sleep on Saturday, so we gonna be up in there watching. I'm gonna make sure niggas got links and all that. You feel me? But yeah, shit. Other than that, I'll bump into niggas behind the scenes and shit. Get up out of here.